Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners. Oh, UV.
Okay.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Wednesday night stream. I'm Ranger J 1999, your host and part of the RC crew. It's Wednesday, it's time to get busy. Welcome to the show. This is the longest running Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes live stream in the community, and we're back at you bringing you the latest and greatest in Star Wars Galaxy Hero news. Give you a little bit of insight of what it all means. That's what we do. We break it down for you. Joining me along this epic journey, of course, I brought some of my favoriteest people in the whole wide world. Well, one of them is. One's a troll. And speaking of trolls, Dr. Finn Medicine Woman's here.
Look at the expression on Tits's face. She was afraid you were going to call her the troll.
She knows better.
I'm watching. She's like, oh no, don't do it.
Oh, she's on mute. Unmute yourself, Tits, so you may speak and be heard. Speak for the masses, Tits.
He was so angry.
I was kind of cussing Finn out just then. No, I was not worried at all.
That's what you say now.
That's right.
So now that you know.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently I'm a troll.
Yes, among other things that we're not.
I didn't know this. I figured
we'll
you would
not
tell
bear
me.
retreating, so that's fine. Also, you can see below we have the lovely Tits McVenom joining us as well.
Hey guys.
Tits, I'm glad to see you survived the incursion of the evil nation of Finnonitis into North Kakalaki.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a really good time.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Throwing axes and eating meat from the bone and drinking ale and singing pirate songs and.
He was good fun. We played. He taught me how to use the hovercraft a bit.
Ooh.
I have a Millennium Falcon hovercraft, and he helped me with that. And he was going to teach me how to play Magic: The Gathering, but we didn't have enough time between the drinking and the axe throwing and.
Did he wuss out? Did he say, I got to go to bed?
No, actually, he hung with us. He hung with us the whole time.
Okay, good.
It was good.
Now, I got to ask about the bromance going on between Dr. Finn here and your wonderful partner in crime. It's getting a little creepy there, Miss McVenom. The time
it is, but I mean, what can you do? They're both attractive young men, and they're both really cool and fun. So,
oh God, ah!
He picked me up in his Jeep, and I've never looked back.
Yeah.
Finn brought donuts.
When he picks you up in the Jeep, that means he really likes you and he's trying to impress you.
You know that first date kind of feeling,
Yeah.
All right.
And Finn brought him donuts too. I don't think Finn told you that.
No, I mentioned that. I just said that. That Finn had brought donuts on the first date, so so that was pretty good.
Best way to reach a man's heart is with bacon, and that's what I did.
All right.
Donuts topped with bacon.
There you go. Those bacon flavored donuts are the best. All right.
Yes, the bacon with maple. Oh my God, it's a good donut.
All right.
They're pretty good.
You have to, if you're gonna go donuts, you have to impress. I mean, come on.
All right, so let's get through all the mechanisms for the show. Welcome everybody. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on the video. Helps get our content out there to the YouTube world. If you haven't become a subscriber already, why not? We do live streaming all the time. Lunch streams, this show, Jedi Academy, D&D, all kinds of other games that we stream. We got a lot of great stuff coming at you in 2019. We're upgrading. We're moving out into the world. So if you'd like to keep track of doing that, subscribe and hit that bell. Also, we have our Patreon. And if you'd like to support us in our endeavor, we're almost at our second goal. And big shout out to all our Patreons. We'll get to that here in a little bit. But shout out to those. If you'd like to become a Patreon sponsor, we have the link listed below, and you can join us and become a Patreon sponsor. And then we have the ACS stuff. You can see the goal up there above my head. You can see that where we're currently at. The goal is 15,000. So we're getting there. So
okay, they're saying McVenom is a little quiet. Ranger, I turned mine down a little bit. So is the mic or is the desktop audio up on your end?
I can turn it up.
Okay, yeah, turn up the desktop audio so then McVenom and I can be even. I turned mine down a little.
Speak up, speak tits for a second.
Hello, testing.
Hello, testing.
Okay,
Aha.
it sounds fine in my ear, so I can't.
Okay, let us know if it should be better now because I made ours even, I think.
Yep.
Ben, did you see someone, Estario, in the chat? He said no resident was invited to the shenanigans.
What?
No,
only attending.
Only attending.
Sorry. Yeah. You have another couple years to get there, buddy.
I'm completely.
Yeah.
This is
It's
between
an
them.
inside thing.
Yeah, I'm completely off the radar on that one. So.
Sorry. Hey, Skinny J. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So now that we got through all the mechanisms, we'll cover the ACS stuff at the end of the stream. But if you'd like to help us reach our goal, 15,000, we're 4508 right now. So let's keep it going. American Cancer Society is a great organization, and we really want to do our part to help with that. And that's to get us to go running in the half marathon at Disney World in April, which is just around the corner soon. All right. That being said, we've got our shout out word of the day. Dr. Finn, what is it?
So, being all the stuff that's going on, we felt it appropriate to make the shout out word of the day nothing else but playful.
Yay! Like this territory war. It's so
Yay.
playful and fun.
Playful. Playful.
It's so awful.
No, it's not awful. It's playful.
I don't know who you're playing with, but it's not.
Don't listen to her. The word of the day is playful.
It's very playful.
Playful. So
That's right.
go ahead and type that in the chat, and we will grab that here once we finish the Twitter question, and then do shout-outs for all of you guys in chat.
That's
so
right.
Type playful in chat, and we will shout your name out. That's simple.
Now you'll see on the bottom, down there scrolling on this side, is that we have a shout out for all our Patreons greening up. You can see your names are already being shouted out there already. So we wanted to make sure that that's constantly showing. So we've got the little tracker there below for all of our Patreons greening up. So that's a shout out to you guys throughout the show.
So we'll shout you out. We'll shout you out as well. But yeah, we figure we'll have your guys' name going throughout the stream, in particular because we are, as sanely pointed out in the pre-stream for all of our VIPs, we are 30 away from our second goal, which has allowed us to use Zoom and a bunch of these other resources here to try and make the stream kind of better for you guys. We've been doing a lot of upgrades, and a lot of things are being planned for the channel here, and it's all because of your guys' help, so we really appreciate that. And because of that, we wanted to make sure we're shouting you out constantly. So there you are. You will see the shout out to all of our green and higher Patreons down below, scrolling repeatedly.
All right.
So with that, let's go to our Twitter question of the day.
I love seeing everybody in chat saying painful, awful, terrible.
I know. It's just all kinds. Payful.
Payful.
Yeah. It's so fun.
How was last territory war? It was payful.
It was awful.
So, let's go to our Twitter question of the day.
What is the Twitter question of the day, Dr. Finn?
So let's keep the theme going here. We have a territory war theme kind of going with our shout out word of the day. So let's do it with our Twitter question as well. And the Twitter question is a simple fill in the blank. My SWGOH territory war is so fun that blank. Fill in that blank. Have fun. Again, my SWGOH territory.
Be playful.
Is so fun that blank. The link to the Twitter question is in the description of the video, so you guys can go there or head to our Twitter page. You will see it in the top right listed there. It is Reality Skewed Gamers with no vowels in the Skewed and Gamers. So Reality SKWD GMRS, Reality SKWD GMRS, Reality Skewed Gamers, no vowels in the Skewed and Gamers. And again, the link is in the description, so you guys can go there immediately. Please make sure if you guys are responding, you make it so that everyone can read your responses. There is a setting somewhere, and I can't remember where exactly in Twitter, where if you respond to somebody and they're not your friend, they can't see it. So if you're not our friend, then we can't see your responses. So it's important that you guys make sure that you have it in public setting for that too. So there you go.
All right. Now we're getting the list of the shout-outs.
Yes.
What are we doing with the shout-outs?
People just enjoyed hearing McVenom do their shout-outs.
They really do. If Loki was here right now.
Why?
Ouchie did it last week, McVenom.
Oh, she did it so much better than me, I'm sure.
Well, let's not get cray-cray, but Loki was like, it was like mother's milk, you know. Good Lord. So.
Okay, where do you want me to put the list, McVenom, for you for our Patreon shout-outs?
Discord.
Discord? Okay, I will put it in the FinStuff channel.
Okay.
There it is. So we have all the Patreon shoutouts, and I will grab the chat shoutouts here while you're doing that.
Okay, so our Patreon shoutouts are Chopper BZ, Clone Troop 211, Contingent 33, Corinth, Darth Teflon, Harbinger, Maz Kanata, Pete Lamb, Ray Rock, Revenator, Rose Taco, Slash Van Rhodes, Spaceman Tim, Tangent, Tallywhack.
My knacker.
Oh, he's funny. It cracks me up. Tenebris, The Tour, Walter Arnold, War Bobby, and Zarathustra.
All right. Very nice. And then we'll get the regular playful shout-outs. Remember, be playful. Ted's playful. Fun, playful.
Awful, playful.
Well, they're both full.
Terrible, full.
Terrible full.
Okay, what's next?
Finn's got to give you the regular shout-outs.
What the heck is this?
I know.
thing?
It posted as... Hold on.
What the
It posted
bloody heck?
as an image. Hold on.
God, Finn, do it right. It's trying to read.
Okay, here we go. There you go.
Oh. No.
Here, I'll make a little line so you can see where it starts. There you go. Find the line.
Heck. Okay.
See?
Find the line.
Don't get lippy with me, mister.
Mm,
Serious tonight. All right.
mm.
Anjabri 2000. Anthony Avels. Atomic Fish.
Some new names.
What did it? Yes, these are really new names. B. Masu.
Of course.
Bradzo SWGOH. Contingent 33. Devil's Treasure. Dexatronic. DSP. Durgan. Force Master 77. Grim. Hellenix. I Bong Hard.
Word.
That's an awesome name. I've even lost my place now. Jacob Baxter. Jason Shrimps. Jason Hobby. Skinny J. Hello. John Moran. Khaleeson. Mally. Maz Kanata. Mikey. Miss Farquhar. Hello, darling.
Miss Farquhar.
Miss Farquhar. Moss Def Isley. Nathaniel Morgan. Ouchie Dumpling. Fat Tony 99. Raza 972. Revenator. Rose Taco, RSG Format, Sanely Red, Slash Van Rhodes, Takedown Games, Tangent Revolution. I like that name. The Tour, Travis Anderson. I feel like this is a bad word. Should I say it? Are we trying to get cleaned up? Virga Grande Shingon. Shingon.
English is our primary language.
Yeah.
I do not know what that means.
Isn't it bad?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either, and I'm not looking
There
it
you
up.
go.
Vito onto.
Last time you
Warble,
looked something up, something
128.
bad happened.
Zarathustra. Xylo 111. Cavell Smith and Kazakagi Too Easy.
There you
Hideous is saying he didn't get his shout out.
Who?
Darth Hideous.
Hideous type
Darth
payful.
Hideous.
He typed payful.
Hideous. Learn the English language. That's all I can tell you. Or learn to
He
listen.
did not type playful. He started payful.
See what happens when you don't follow the rules and instructions. This is what happens.
Yeah, McVenom shouts out his name afterwards anyways.
All right. So that's all the shout
Sorry,
out.
I do what I want, Finn.
You don't know her.
You don't know me.
Oh damn! She even did the head bob.
I know, she got now we have it on camera. No.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
You
No,
gotta do
damn.
Bruh.
Bruh. All right.
Let's get to this. Let's get to this crap show of TW awfulness.
Well, we got some other news first. We got the content update 1/16/2019. If you wouldn't mind reading that, tits.
What? Am I supposed to be reading something?
We have the whole agenda listed in Finn stuff just before the shoutouts.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Got it.
That's on you, tits. I can't help you there.
The content update. So we had a content update on 1/16. Hi, Holotable Heroes. Here's the new content you'll find after today's update. New characters. Han's Millennium Falcon. Oh, wow. Are we going to go through all
We'll
of
go
this
through
stuff?
that right after. We'll go through the content update first, and then we'll go through that.
Do you want to go through the whole? Gear 12 salvage and MK2 Plus modulators have been added to the Shard store.
Woo!
C3PO's Oh My Goodness special ability will now prefer to target allies that do not currently have translation. If all allies have translation, it will select a random target.
That's a nice little buff to C3PO.
Mm-hmm.
Because previously he was still hitting people that had 3 translations and others didn't have 3. They only had like 2 or something. So that's a nice one.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, I don't use C3PO. Flight of the Falcon. Ships have been dispatched by Darth Vader to find and capture a group of rebel ships, including Han's Millennium Falcon. Succeed and earn blueprints for Han's solo iconic ship. It starts on the 17th. So minimum requirements are bounty hunter ships. And a capital ship that meets the star requirement for each tier of the event. How many bounty hunter ships? 4?
There's 4. So, interesting thing in here, and it's not in the notes, so this is something that was data mined with the update that came out. The bounty hunter ships that have been dispatched by Vader, it looks like there is a Vader ship that is actually going to be a capital ship that people are going to be able to use for this, the Devastator. So, who knows if that's going to be the next capital ship for us? But it looks like the Devastator is going to be the capital ship that we can use with the bounty hunters. Like with they said before that they're going to provide a capital ship, so that's going to be pretty neat if we can use that and see what the abilities are, especially if that's going to be one that's coming to the game.
If you could,
Do you want to keep going?
yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
These characters or ships are now available on the following location. Anakin's ETA-2 Starfighter is now available on Fleet Battles 1B Hard. Let's see. Canderous Ordo is available on Cantina Battles 5C. He's replacing Finn, the character currently on Cantina Battle 5C. Finn will be continued to be farmable in Cantina Battles 3E and Lightside Battles 7A. Bastila Shan Fallen is now available on Dark Side Battles 7A Hard, which I'm kind of stoked about that. She's going to replace Poe Dameron, the character currently on Dark Side Battles 7A. Poe's still farmable on Light Side Battles 7B. So we have some packs. Freedom Quarter.
Really quick on that.
Farmer.
Farm Swedish tits.
Bark. Earn the garrison in the fighting, fooding, and the feeding.
Freedom Forder.
Freedom fighting.
Wait,
Freedom
before you move on.
Fighter.
Really quick with the charge shuffle though before you move on. Canderous Ordo and Fallen
Where's the
Bastila.
charge
Remember,
shuffle?
next month is expected to be the 6th month. it's quite possible that we're going to need the Dark Side Old Republic characters for whatever's happening next month.
Are you serious?
It's possible. I mean, this is.
I'm already getting ready to start farming them tits.
I'm
already.
still farming
Now,
the light
again-
side Old Republic. What the?
But remember, this is only if you haven't finished, or if you have finished your farm for Revan, right? So stay on target. Revan should be your top priority. We have no idea what is happening in February. So if we don't know what's happening in February, then don't go ahead and start changing your plans in order to farm these characters if we have no idea what's coming. You guys have an idea about the stuff you should be aiming for. C-3PO is a game-changing character. CLS, Jedi Training Rey, Revan, Chewie. I mean, these are all characters you want to work on first because you know what they require and what you need for them, and then you can start farming Ordo and Bastila Shan Fallen if you haven't. And if you're at that point where you're just kind of farming other characters, you might be farming like Range Trooper or Embo or Aura Singh or something like that. Consider switching over to Ordo and Fallen Bastila because of what they may be used for in the upcoming couple months. All right.
All right. So the Freedom Fighter faction pack. This one has possible ship unlock. I guess how many shards? 10 to 100.
Yeah, it's a crystal one.
Blueprint shards, whatever. So it has Biggs, Darklighter, Biston's U-Wing, Cassian's U-Wing, Ghost, Phantom 2, Wedge's X-Wing, and that's going to be available on the 24th. Then we have the Freedom Fighter Ultimate Bundle. That one includes 6. Does that one? Oh, yeah, it does. Cassian's U-Wing, 80 shards. Biston's, so it includes all of these?
Mm-hmm.
How much is that one?
This one is going to be a money pack, so
Yeah.
probably like 79. Let me see if it's in the game, but I would guess
It's not. It's not available to the 24th, so it's not even showing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it has Cassian's U-Wing 80 shards, Biston's U-Wing 60, Ghost 60, Phantom 230, Big's Darklighters X-Wing 25, and Wedge's X-Wing 25.
Yeah,
Bonus
with this
bundle
amount of
also
ships,
includes shipbuilding material. Go ahead.
yeah, with this amount of ships, it's probably going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of like a 70 to $100 pack.
Yeah. Totally.
It might be a $99.99 pack. Because I'm looking in game right now with the 4 bounty hunters, and you're getting, let's see, a total of about 230 shards of bounty hunter ships, and it's 60. This one looks like you're getting, let's see, 140 and 90, so 230, 50. So yeah, it's like an additional 50 ships. So it'll probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 70, 80, maybe 100 with all the other materials, but I would guess probably somewhere like 79.99 pack. And I think this may have come in the game before. I just can't remember.
I don't remember, yeah.
Rebel, but this is what you would have needed for Chimera. So I can't remember if this has been in game or not yet. It wouldn't surprise me though, because it is just all Rebels. So.
And then really the rest of this is just fixes. So we don't need. If you would like to read the fixes, you can go read the fixes.
Does
All right.
anybody read the fixes anymore?
No,
Besides
they can
Spin?
go read it.
Well, I mean, what I was looking at is if there was anything that's really kind of game changing at any point. There wasn't anything that could. I mean, some of these are really like some are nerfs, some are buffs, right? So like L3, it fixed a bug where L3 could save droid allies after she was defeated, which is kind of silly. So that they fixed, which is kind of a nerf, but it's not really a nerf because it shouldn't have happened in the first place. Fallen Bastila was prevented from recovering health after applying corrupted metal meditation. That's been fixed now. So they have little things here and there that you guys can read. There's nothing super major. They did fix a bug with Newt Gunray for all of you that were waiting for something to happen to Newt Gunray. So there you go.
All right. My allergies are kicking in.
I'm about to get trolled.
Why?
I just got a notie that said Skinny J put out a notie to my guild that says feel free to go troll Tits on RSG for not getting her 600.
You didn't get your 600? I troll you too.
So there were some extenuating circumstances.
Like what?
She was preparing for the stream.
No.
So blame RSG.
Yeah.
So
no.
I got him
Blame
straight
Finn.
from work.
Hashtag I blame Finn. It's real.
Work was crazy bananas, and then right after work, I was driving, and then I got here, rushed in the door, and was trying to set this Zoom camera stream up, and I have to use my phone, and that's the only way I can log into the game right now. So there.
Yeah, you can troll tits on that one. All right, let's move on to the next. We've got the kit reveal for Han's Millennium Falcon. The MilF is here, tits.
Is that what we're calling it? The MilF?
Yeah.
Yes, the MilF.
MilF. Okay. I can go with that. I can get down with that.
Yeah.
Han's Millennium Falcon.
You can get down with a MilF?
I mean, who would?
Yeah, I'm not saying, but I'm saying.
I'm just saying, bro.
Bruh.
Alignment is light side. Categories: Rebel, Scoundrel, Attacker, Cargo Ship. Han Solo, Chewbacca are the crew. Highly modified Rebel attacker that specializes in assists and shows up at the right time. So the special basics. Its basic is called special modifications. Deal physical damage to target enemy and call another random rebel ally to assist. Inflict target lock for 2 turns on a critical hit. If the allied capital ship is a rebel, dispel all buffs on target enemy.
Yeah, there's some buffering. Hold on.
Should I keep going? Should I wait?
Yeah, wait.
Not always on, but I'm always on time. That's what that song. What is it called? Special modification.
Yeah, it's buffering. Not getting.
See? Hellenics
we're
give
getting
me
a spike. We're getting a spike. Give me a second here. Come on, calm down. Calm down. Okay. Should be good now.
We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Hooray! I think
Sorry
you guys
about
can
that.
hear it. Let's see if there's buffering. I'm going to move my hand on the screen and let's see if it delays. Ha 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 ha. Oh god, we lost McVenom. Oh, she's...
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Oh god, your
Okay.
singing came through. I just heard it on the stream.
Oh, great. Great! Okay. Where are we at?
There we go. Okay. So, we were at the basics.
Special one. Watch this. It's
Yeah,
called
we
Watch
finished the
This.
basics, so yeah.
So, the Falcon dispels all debuffs from itself, recovers 50% health and protection, and gains the outmaneuver unique buff for 3 turns. Can't be copied. Additionally, it gains 35% turn meter for each rebel ally and Empire enemy. Outmaneuver is plus 25% evasion and can't be targeted while other allies are present. Can't be targeted while other allies are present.
Yeah, so it's like an anti-taunt.
So it's like
almost
a
like a stealth.
stealth. Yeah, okay. Special
Also,
2.
really quick, because the stats of the ship are on GG now. Its base dodge percent is only 2% anyways, so it's just like a standard. So it's not going to get like a crazy amount without maneuver. It's going to get 25%, which is essentially what the base of TIE Fighter Pilot is now, if you want kind of a comparison of what its dodge is going to be.
Okay. Special 2, punch it. Deal physical damage to all enemies and grant all allies defense penetration up for 2 turns. This attack deals 25% more damage for each dark side and each Empire enemy. Unique. She may not look like much. All allies gain 10% critical chance, doubled for rebel allies. The Falcon has a 50% chance to assist whenever another rebel ally uses an ability during their turn. Whenever an ally reinforces, the Falcon grants them accuracy up for 2 turns. If that ally is a rebel, they also gain critical damage up for 2 turns. Additionally, when another rebel ally is inflicted with 3 or more different debuffs, the Falcon dispels all debuffs on them. Okay. Reinforcement, Yahoo. Grant all other allies foresight for 2 turns and call all rebel allies to assist. Additionally, reduce the cooldowns of the allied rebel capital ship.
The stream is buffering again, Ranger.
Yeah, I think it's...
1 for abilities.
I'm not sure why.
Damn it, don't blame me. I think the audio is still coming through, but the video is lagging.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I have a guess.
What's
Remove the gameplay. That used to be what it was. Like if the gameplay was on screen with something else, it would lag. So let's see if that's what it is. Hooray! More technology means more problems. I got 99 problems and this stream is 1. Haha.
Alright, let's try it now.
Alright, let's see if it works.
Okay.
We are
Where are we at?
solution finding. It was fine before too.
Yeah, I don't know why. Alright. It looks like it's good now.
Okay.
Alright, let's continue.
I don't know where we're at.
You finished Yahoo.
I finished it already?
Yeah, you
can
read
reread
everything.
Yahoo because it was kind of
Okay,
when we were.
so then what do we have left? Nothing.
Yeah, so now we can talk about MilF. Okay,
MilF.
are our cams moving and everything on your screen, Ranger?
Yeah.
Okay. So it should be working now.
Yeah, just give it a second, guys.
There we go. Okay. I think everything is moving accordingly now. I'm going to move my hands again, and we can see if it's actually buffering. Ha 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 ha. There we go. Alright, I think we're working. Hey, look, it's Moxie. Say hi to Moxie. Ha 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 ha.
Stop.
Aww.
Get
I
that
just
out.
got
Get
some
that
Borderlands
crap
2
out of here.
ringtones.
Why? You don't like Moxie? Fine, I will go Star Wars related. Say hi to Sadporg.
What? Get that damn thing out of the damn can. I will block you, Finn.
Alright, let's talk about this ship.
Look at those sad eyes. Okay. So, the ship actually is pretty good. I know some people are worried that it's gonna be a little OP. I was looking at his stats, and it doesn't seem like it's super OP.
Stream is still buffering. What the piss is happening? You know what it is? I think it's the page we're on. Too much video.
Oh, because it has all the videos and stuff?
Yep, that's what it is.
Okay.
Well, take it off.
Yeah, I put
Switch
the
to our
middle
camera view, because we're just talking now. So let's just
Yeah.
switch to our camera view. Haha! Okay. So, yeah, it's not buffering, it's just the cameras are lagging. So yeah, it is probably all the
It's the extra video and stuff from the...
Yeah. Okay. So, the ship itself is not super OP, I think. It's a really good ship, and I think definitely worthwhile for everyone to work on getting. So if you haven't worked on your bounty hunter ships, definitely start working on them.
Not me.
Well, you should start if you haven't.
I'm not starting. I got too much other crap to farm, man. I got to make a decision. You know, I got the Old Republic down and finishing up Scoundrels, the Kira Assault Team. Now I got Bastila and stuff. Now I'm going to work on Anakin's ship because it's ship energy. So I don't have any problem with that, but I'll wait till next turn. I mean,
I think
honestly.
this is going to be a pretty quick rising meta ship that we'll see in Fleet. I think it's going to be pretty good on offense. I think it has some vulnerabilities on defense, but it's a really good ship, especially with Rebels. Now, how to put all the Rebels together is going to be fairly interesting. We saw in the packs all the different types of Rebel ships there are, right? So there's Cassian, Biggs, Wedge, Biston, Phantom, and Ghost. You're looking for a lot of assist-based stuff with the Millennium Falcon. So it's a volume attacking, and I think Phantom and Ghost, kind of to what they showed, will work really well with the Millennium Falcon. What I'm not sure about is whether or not Phantom needs to be in the starting lineup. I think Biggs may still end up being in the starting lineup, something like a Biggs, Ghost, and Millennium Falcon to start, because you can get the target lock with the basic. If you can, with the basic, it does it anyways, and on a crit, and Millennium Falcon is, let me just double check its crit stats. I looked at it just a few seconds ago here. Millennium Falcon has a 32% crit chance when maxed out. So it's not a low rate, it's a fairly decent rate in order to get an assist. It's a good rate to get a target lock. So you have a few options there. The other part of this also is the abilities allow it to do a lot of dispelling, protection gain, all the fun stuff that you guys are looking for pretty much with the survival fleet. And so I think it is going to be a meta on offense. Potentially on defense, it can be outspeeded and then killed. So that can be one of its potential downfalls. Now, its speed is 188, which does make it one of the faster ships. So, in fact, it will be, I think, the fastest ship once it is in the game, because I think TIE Fighter Pilot was 180 or 182 or something like that. So in the Han's ship being 188 is going to make it the fastest ship. And so it's going to start out with some attacks. You're going to have to control it at the beginning and then kind of be able to go past it. So it's, again, I think it's a really good ship. For now, I would put it at a B+. I need to see how it kind of works. It could very well be an A ship.
It's an A ship in my book, and I think its limitations, otherwise than A+, is that it's the rebel thing. You know,
yeah.
That kind of limits.
That's the same
it
reason why
bit.
I'm giving it a B+.
Yeah, I'll go A on it. I think it's I think it's a very, very ridiculously good ship.
It's definitely a top quality ship, though.
Yeah, it's up there. I mean, I think they did a good job with the ship and everything. It's the Millennium Falcon, for God's sakes. It needs to be a little OP. So I don't have any problems with it. I'm just not farming for it. Again, priorities. You can't get everything. I had to make a call, so you know, I'll farm Anakin ship before I farm that one. For that one. So, Tits, what do you think of the Millennium, the MilF?
I think it looks awesome. I mean, it's a good ship. It looks like it's a really good ship. Looks like I would be able to use it if I could get it.
You stay on target, young lady. We got
I
a
know,
roster
I'm
review.
not farming for it. I'm not farming for it. So, like, it's gonna be a long time away before I get that ship.
I mean, you might be able, when it comes back around, if we can get you all your pillar tunes and stuff. And
I mean, to be honest, I'm not really concerned about it because, I mean, I'm not that big into ships anyway. So,
here's there's a couple of neat things though. One of the neat things is that this does go back, and I don't remember when you started McVenom. Did you start before mods?
No.
Okay, so this does kind of go back to when mods were not in the game and you were just reliant on the base stats. And so the base stats were like just what you had on the character. Like you couldn't mod for extra crit chance in order to take advantage of crit, or extra potency in order to use that. Like it does go back to that time, which is kind of nice. It keeps the battles kind of basic. I wish there were 5 fleet on offense to start, not 3. But in any case, it is a really nice layout for what you're doing here. Now, if you could start stacking crit on the Millennium Falcon, I am sure that it would start becoming OP very, very quickly. And so it makes sense the way that they're putting it together. So I do like that. And the other part is when we're talking about the pillar system, bounty hunters are starting to make the pillar, right? Because of Chewy.
Yeah.
And now you need bounty hunter ships for this. So it's possible we're going to add another pillar in order to make sure that you have a fleet team, because you can get crystals from fleet. For those that are newer players, it is possible that depending on how powerful the ship really turns out to be, that this is going to become a pillar ship, because you need rebels anyways in order to get Chimera. This ship synergizes with rebels. It all seems to fit very well together for this being maybe the first ship pillar that we have in the game. So I really like the way that the ship is being introduced time-wise, what is required, what is synergy and everything is. It fits with how we're currently leveling stuff in the game. And so I really like that.
All right.
And one thing really quick, people are correcting me in chat, so thank you very much. 188 isn't the fastest ship. It still becomes one of the faster ships, but it's not going to be the fastest ship. You can get some that are above 195. So the numbers that I was thinking about was before Gear 12 Plus and 6E mods. So there you go. Thank you, people in chat.
All right, we ready for the next thing, the meta report?
Yes, we
I
are.
wonder if this will make Thane Kyrell change his ship lineup.
Mm.
Well, So it's gonna be beaten. Like this thing is gonna be able to beat Houndstooth with the endurance lineup, but I am sure that this team is also going to be able to be beaten by those two, because if you don't focus fire correctly, the damage is going to go all over the place, and it takes a round in order for Houndstooth to get his taunt up. So I think it's going to still end up keeping some of the defensive metas kind of the same, but you're going to get more on the offensive side. Kind of like when Treya was the meta and all of a sudden there was a rise in Palpatine, but Treya was still the meta, right? Because EP was the hard counter to it. I think it's going to end up like that. So we'll see the rise of Millennium Falcon. It'll definitely be meta. Will it surpass Houndstooth and Endurance? Well, I guess to be fair, Endurance still isn't listed as the top ship lineup anyways. Chimera still is, even though Endurance is the better defensive lineup. So
we'll see. We have to play it out.
We'll have to see. Fleet meta is still very new in this game, so
we'll see. We'll check it out. We'll see. Yeah, we'll find out. All right, let's go to the meta report. Hey Tits, this is Harry Carey. We've got another meta report coming at you. Hey Tits, do you love maple syrup?
I do. I like it.
Do you love hot sauce?
Yeah.
Well, if I got a combination for you, Aunt Jemima's Louisiana hot sauce. Hell, when you're having pancakes, why not have just something sweet with butter when you could add some hotness to it so you can sweat for 20 hours? I think it's a great idea. The Meta Report brought to you by Aunt Jemima's Louisiana hot sauce. Buy it today at any of your local supermarkets.
Oh my gosh. I can honestly say I've never had pancakes with hot sauce before.
It's quite delicious.
Really bad right now, though.
Man, if I was still there, we would be going to Denny's right after this.
I love Denny's, man.
Denny's. Get that crap out of here. We're a Waffle House or nothing, man.
Oh, snap.
Waffle. So you know the best part about waffles, right? They're just pancakes with pockets for syrup. It's pretty good. I can't argue.
Heck yeah.
The only reason I'm not a Waffle House person is because the couple of times I've gone there, the customer service is awful.
Well, you go there when you're drunk and you need to get some grease in you.
Tammy Lynn don't make anything but $4 an hour. You take the service you get.
Tammy Lynn. God, I got him knows my name. Okay.
All right.
Oh my God. It's usually something like Tammy Lynn or Crystal Lynn or Cheryl Lynn or.
Hot sauce syrup. I can't do this.
Let's do this meta report.
All right. So, meta report wise,
kind of the same.
Same thing, yeah. Although Revan is less than 50% now.
Oh no, it went down a percentage.
Well, we're seeing a rise of CLS and Treya.
We are as more people get them and stuff, but it's still nothing compares to Revan. I mean, the count is ridiculous.
Revan is still dominant, but it's the first time he's less than 50%, I think, in the last few meta reports. So kind of neat to see it, at least slowly going down. Treya and CLS coming up slowly, and so they're going to slowly start to replace it. If we go, I don't know if you clicked on it, if we want to go to rank 100, 1 through 100, leader-wise, CLS is the top now. So for those of you guys that are going into the top...
Well, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, those people that are using that have... I mean, most people have CLS.
Yeah.
You know?
And they worked against C-3PO, and the C-3PO team now is ridiculously good. So you can see that CLS has actually surpassed Treya. So we have CLS, Treya, and then Revan showing up in third. So top 100... You guys don't have to necessarily worry about Revan. Not everyone is always aiming for top 1 or top 10 simply because of mods or the characters you have. If you're trying to get into the top 100, there you go. CLS with C-3PO, a very good combination.
All right. Fleet meta, nothing's changed. Same old.
I'm still shocked at... I think Endurance is slowly coming up, but I'm still... shocked at how low Endurance is, because it really is the dominant lineup right now.
On defense, it may be, but I beat those teams all the time with the lineup that I run with Chimera. I mean, it's a great lineup, don't get me wrong, but if you have the ships on offense, you're burning through those suckers. They got no shot. I mean, I'm running Houndstooth with Silencer and Imperial TIE Fighter in my starting lineup with Vader, Cassian, Poe and Biggs on my lineup, and I have no problems with any kind of combination on the Mace fleet.
An interesting thing, though, if you go
battle
to
lasts a little bit longer, but
yeah,
I mean, there's still, I mean, once you get past Houndstooth and the combination of target lock with Silencer just beating the snot out of it because it starts hitting more and more, then yeah,
it's buffering again.
I don't know.
Jeez. I think this stream is just jinxed.
It's encoding overload. Well, it's got to be something. It's got to be something. When we go to this, the sites with ads and stuff is what happens in transition back.
It's all of us on Facecam at the same time.
No, the one with
it's
all of
not.
us on Facecam doesn't lag. It's the one with the news stuff on the side.
Yeah, it's the one with like videos and stuff like that. I think that's what's doing it. So,
well,
we're gonna have to look at our.
It's just our video. Well, I think now it's actually buffering, but I think the audio is still coming through. So, we'll have to.
Are you
check
sure it's not the Facecam? Because we can stop it.
Facecam.
That would be
no.
Be fine.
And if anyone has to leave Facecam, it's me and Ranger first. They'll.
Tits, they would revolt.
People being able to see my facial expression.
Loki would choke us all the way from Carolina. Like, he would reach for us and kill us on that. Oh god, now Grande.
Hey, Grande! Look at that handsome.
Now we got Grande.
There.
Okay.
Oh, he's gone.
So, if you go to the squads though, for rank 1 on the fleet meta report, the Mace team is actually number 2. So number 1 is Chimera with Houndstooth, TIE Advance, and Imperial TIE. And then the number 2 most used squad in rank 1 is Mace, Houndstooth, or Umbaran, and Xanadu Blood. So we are seeing, at least if you look in the particular squads, that Mace is the number 2 squad. So number 3 leader, but number 2 in squads. So pretty neat there. All right, are we ready to move on to the Zeta report?
I'm not flipping over because it's something's freezing up the thing. So
okay, we'll have to check. There's probably something in the background we don't need.
There's a lot of ads on GG now and stuff. I think it's just a combination of everything. Again, we'll have to.
Well, we're gonna update that anyways because we're gonna do the images thing next time. So
yeah. So
okay, we have some fun stuff coming with the meta report to make it a little bit better for you guys too. So be on the lookout for that next week. Haha. Also, then, if you look at the Zeta report, just really quick, nothing too glaring. We're seeing a lot more CLS and R2 and Han on the top, which is what we saw the last time. So nothing particularly interesting here with the Zeta report. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Once we get a new character, we'll kind of trend what the Zetas are for those characters.
All right. I'm going to try to go to the next article, see if this works. And look, it's a wild Grande Patron has joined us. Oh, crikey. There he is in his natural surroundings with his 45 cap on. I'm going to go over and stick me finger up his bum.
Wear a glove.
No, we're in the wild. We don't use sanitation here.
Okay. Spit on it first.
Oh, my God. Well, so much for us going clean, Finn.
This is clean.
Someone said something, I just roll with it. You know how that goes.
This
guys.
is clean. This is technically clean. Yeah, let's go with that.
I think someone might be blushing a little bit.
Maybe. Stop! See, this is
your face is turning as red as your hair.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That rocks, man.
All right, let's go on. Move on.
Okay. So the next one is the new territory war. So yeah, do you have that up, McVenom?
Oh snap!
How about that?
Hold on. That's what you think about it, or?
That's what I think about it. To be honest, I'm just not having.
Well, no. Next territory war.
We're reading for the next one coming up.
We're reading for the next one. Would you like for me to try?
Yes, do it.
Oh god. Oh my.
Okay, and then you can grade him.
That's right, you can. So the next territory war is 1/17/19, and for those of you not in the United States, that's how we write like the day that is tomorrow. Um, territory wars is something we will continue to experiment with and change over time. While picks and bans may return, we would love to hear more of your feedback on what you would like to see in future Territory Wars events. After the current community voted Territory Wars is complete, we will be running some special bonuses for the next Territory Wars on 1/17/2019. Check out the details below and start strategizing. So the first one here is endless ranks. Imperial troopers at the start of the battle. Imperial troopers gain 5 stacks of endless ranks. When an enemy is defeated, an Imperial trooper gains 1 stack of endless ranks, up to 10 stacks. Well, duh, 10 stacks would be over, I guess. The battle would be over. Thanks for clarifying. Endless ranks. When an Imperial trooper is defeated, they consume 1 stack of endless ranks from all Imperial trooper allies. Revive with 100% health and 100% protection and reset all of their cooldowns and gain a bonus turn.
Damn.
So Imperial troopers basically can't die.
Time to put them on defense.
Wait, hold on, though. There's still some ways you can kill them, right? I'm sure Annihilate still works, and I'm sure Execute still works. So there are some things that probably work, unless for some reason this works like zombie, right? So we need some clarification on that one, I think, right? Does it work? It
sounds like it is, because normally there's a wording difference where it says when something is defeated or when something drops below 1% health, then it gains 100% health or something like that. This one says when it's defeated and then revive, which means it dies and comes back. Versus, trying to think what the character is, the Revan thing, where it doesn't really die, it just revives and just gets full health and stuff. So you can kill it with health immunity because it doesn't have the ability to gain back health. But this one technically dies and should drop all of its debuffs if this is worded correctly. Doggy.
Huh?
Look at the doggy. Doggy's very happy.
Aww,
She wanted to come in and snuggle.
It's Trixie. Gretchen.
Marvel is her name.
Marvel.
Right. She's a good girl. Are you a good girl, Marvel? Hey, I'm a good girl. Hey,
All right, Grandy, we're trying to do a stream here. Not.
I'm sorry. I just you know.
I know dogs need loving too.
I know. Come here. You're gonna lay down. She's gonna lay down under the chair. That was the big deal. She was beating on the door, like, Dad, where are you? Okay. So the next one here.
Imperial troopers are going to be really nasty.
Absolutely, they are going to be.
A lot to kill, and if you're forced to use Nihilus to kill them, that's pretty bad.
Yes. So next is Army of the Galactic Republic, Clone Troopers. At the start of battle, Clone Troopers gain 50% health, 50% protection, 50% offense, 50% defense for each Clone Trooper ally. Clone Troopers gain 100% critical chance and 100% critical damage while they have no debuffs. When they attack out of turn, Clone Troopers dispel all debuffs on other Clone Troopers allies and dispel all buffs on the target enemy and gain 20% turn meter.
That's pretty sick. I mean, they assist all the time, so
one or two of these would have been fine, but that would have been good. They could have just done those two and been like, okay, we're done.
Right.
So the next one is Fury of the Forest. Ewoks have a cooldown of 0 on all abilities.
That's ridiculous.
So what is that? They're just going to keep reviving themselves.
Right.
So again, you need Nihilus for this team.
I mean, you need Thrawn to fracture them, Nihilus, you need Shock, you need all kinds of
So you're gonna need. So you're gonna need to. Well, hold on. So you could kill them, right? If you can isolate. If you can isolate Ewok
Catholic
Elder,
or
no
Ewok
Ewok
Elder,
Elder, then they won't revive, right? So this one you need isolate for potentially, right? Or you need execute. Okay. So we're splitting up. So basically what we found here is we're going to end up splitting up the triumvirate. That's what we've decided, I guess. The next one here is ruthless scavengers. Jawas. Jawas have a 50% chance to stun a target enemy when they use an ability which can't be evaded. Jawas gain 20% offense for each stunned enemy. When Jawas attack a stunned enemy, they shock them for 2 turns and call all other Jawas to assist. Note, Jawas that are called to assist can call other Jawas for future assists.
So they basically can kill somebody immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, because all you need is Han Solo plus 4 Jawa, and one of the Jawa being very fast, so Jawa engineer, and just attack.
So again, if this team was on defense, what would I say? You would potentially want to use a team like Jedi Knight Revan, right? Against a team like this.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine? We're actually saying in order to kill Jawas, this is the first time ever, so world's first on RSG, you need Revan to kill Jawas.
It's crazy.
Okay. And then ships, and we have our very first ever ships bonus, I guess. Is that what we're calling these things?
Yeah.
Bonuses?
Mm.
Okay. So this special bonus is first order, and it's called full-blown assault. And so its first order allies gain advantage for 2 turns at the start of battle, and whenever they are inflicted with a debuff, if they have advantage when they use an ability, first order allies recover 10% health and 10% protection, and inflict target lock on target enemy for 2 turns.
Silencer is going to go ham.
Yeah.
I mean that one's pretty cool. The other ones are just like
this
what?
one to me, the first order one for ships, I like this
It's
one.
very balanced. I have no
it's
problem
not
with that.
overpowered, right? I mean, this
Mhm.
is like, do we put first order on offense or do we put them on defense? Well, do we want to go more offensive or more defensive? I kind of like this, but effectively right now we've got our 4 teams for defense, right? Everybody put troopers in B1, T1.
Mhm.
Everybody put clones in B2, T2. Everybody put Ewoks.
See, I would do the opposite. I would put like 2 on defense, but then I'd keep 2 of them. Like, all right, so we're gonna use our clones to kill the Ewoks, or I mean our troopers to
You
kill the
can't
Ewoks.
kill the Ewoks with the clones.
Well, no,
can
I'm
you?
saying the troopers for the Ewoks, and then they use the clones for the Jawas.
I would save Jawas for offense, because you can control who they're attacking, right? If you're putting them on defense, they may not attack the stun.
I'm just saying that's one way I would look at it. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
well, I'm just saying, like, Jawas, I think, is going to be offensive because they have to hit the stun enemy. If they're on defense, you have a chance that they're going to attack something else. And so if they're attacking something else, then you basically wasted what the ability is. So I would actually say Jawas on offense, and actually 4 Jawas plus a Han Solo is kind of the team that I'm thinking of off the bat.
See, I like that they're doing this. The problem is they went way overboard with it. That's the only gripe.
I don't know. I'm actually okay with this one.
I'm not. I like that they did, you know, they buffed some squads, right? But 4... Lord.
They could have done 2, and
I would have been
just
2,
fine.
and the ship would have been like, that's perfect.
I can go with that. They could have just done 2 and been okay with it. They also went 3 light side and 1 dark side.
Yeah.
So it is very skewed towards light side, and there's a lot of people that like to focus on just one side or the other. So dark side kind of gets a little bit hurt in this. But it does provide, kind of to what Grande was saying, like, are you going to keep Traya on offense now? Are you going to keep
I
Revan
would.
on offense?
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to need him on offense, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, so again, it depends on what rank you are too, because I know even where we are, like only a few people have really worked on clone troopers to a high extent.
Yeah, I think
Again,
mine
that's
are
a,
like
that's
gear 9, so
that's
for
well, that's like a really
Rex is
old school
12.
team, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
you,
haven't touched them
you have,
since
Yeah,
a
it was
while.
for
here's the
old
deal. You have to have,
ferocious.
yeah, you have to have been in a guild whenever we very, very, very first were able to even start sniffing a solo on P4 of the AAT. That's the only people that know how to do that.
Oh my
So
god! So Hideous just mentioned something, and I
yeah,
want.
1v5. I just saw it.
Well, can Nest time out a Jawa team because they're just going to keep on attacking her and just keep raising protection?
Will she time out, but would she actually kill anything?
No, but you could. I'm kind of curious how that would work. Like all the Jawas just repeatedly assaulting Nest for 5 minutes. I'm kind of tempted just to throw a single Nest against the Jawas and see what happens.
Can you actually put the nest on defense or
No,
against
no, no.
Jawas?
If there's a Jawas
Yeah.
on defense, I just want to throw my Nest against it on offense. I'm gonna just tell my guild like I need to see what happens here and just record it. Jawas versus Nest. Let's
That-
go.
Well, that's like C3PO versus Hermit Yoda. It's gonna be riveting.
It is. Well, at least it's gonna keep on going. Like every Jawa is gonna constantly keep on assisting as long as they get a stun. There's only one stun with the Jawas.
I like, yeah, but I do like
That's
that
gonna
they're
be regular Jawa.
the troopers. I don't really see the troopers were fine the way they were. Interesting choice. Clone troopers, Ewoks, and Jawas getting some love in that territory war. I like.
So I sort of understand the idea.
I do
here
too.
on the troopers. Here's what I understand of the troopers.
But
you
do
know,
they
we've
really need it? Because they can take out a couple teams.
I'm not
as
saying they didn't.
are.
They didn't need it, but endless ranks. You know, we only get to play, and this people have made a good point. We only have one stormtrooper. Well, there was never just one stormtrooper, right? And I mean,
No, I like the idea. I like the idea of what they did with it. I really do.
So does, but with that same thing, then shouldn't Clone Sergeant be able to die and come back over and over and over again too?
Clone stormtroopers a little bit different kind of
But
fighting
Royal
forces.
Royal Guard should be able to do the same thing. There was at least
Not
five
a
of them.
stormtrooper. Not
Cup.
a
Don't
stormtrooper.
forget Cup.
How dare you, Finn?
Yeah, there's at least 4 or 5 cups. You know, you never see a cup by himself.
It's not a solo cup.
Cups. It's not a solo cup. That's right. Not a solo.
You got it.
I did.
I tried to do a con.
The Ewoks are going to
did.
be an interesting one because they have 0 cooldown. The only way you're going to beat that team is if you go first and can control and dictate things.
Well, you're gonna have to isolate. It's a
You're gonna-
control. It's control.
Well, I think CLS team could easily take it out. I think a JTR team could take it out easily. Even troopers could take it out.
I'm not so sure about that.
I
You have to use the nihilist, right? I mean,
Even
honestly.
a nihilist on. So if
Why
the
don't you just
sequence
isolate her?
goes according to how it may end up, if Logray puts days on your team, and Wicket gets unlimited cooldowns, he is constantly doing his AOE, and if he's loaded up on crit like mine is at like 90 something %, he is loading up the team repeatedly with turn meter.
I'm trying to
And then
think of
every time
something
you
that
fuck
could
Elder-
counter that where if you're doing, but
Not if you're dazed by Logray.
also with JTR, you're going to go faster than the Ewoks.
Right, so you have to kill them before they start going.
I know,
because
but
if
you've got
they start
the.
going, I think you're screwed.
I think you're going to be fine. The Ewoks not so much. Some of these other ones is like, ooh, golly. The Jawa one, I'm just like, look out for Jawas. My God, the little turds are going to be. Oh my God.
Yeah, but I mean, I honestly, I do love these changes. Now, if they only did a couple, I would have been fine with it too. But what I do like about the fact that they did put 4 factions is that it does make it so potentially you can put all 4 of these on defense
Sure.
with good reason and then save.
And they don't even
more.
have to be that geared because they're getting all these bonuses and stuff. I mean,
Right.
like your clone troopers with all those bonuses and things. I mean, even if they're gear 9, gear 10, even with the Zeta Cody, I mean, they're going to be a pain in the ass to take out because they're dispelling debuffs and because they assist as much as they do. I mean, good Lord.
I mean, also
and they're
take
getting
into
turn
account
meter.
what this territory war may have been intended to be, right? They might have intended and we don't know. I know we're not taking territory war seriously at all this time.
No, nobody is.
But
I am.
We're taking it seriously, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm not.
I see. I mean, it's
my Ewoks got 6 defenses, and I am not thrilled at all. Like normally, I love seeing the defenses on my team, but it feels meaningless against kind of competition. But in any case, what they were trying to do with this territory war, I think, was to allow you to come up with different team compositions and play with different characters than you normally do, right?
Right.
And by putting these kind of bonuses, exactly what Grande said. Like now, when was the last time you can remember like really playing with Revan on offense? Like most of them put Revan on defense. Traya is now a little bit more offensive. She used to be a lot more defensive, but in lower ranks, Traya is still one of the top defenses, like the lower GPs. So now you have to consider holding her on offense. First order, same thing, right? You're gonna have to probably save it for offense. Bounty hunters, potentially you're going to use on offense, because if you put all 4 of these teams on defense plus 1 ship, these are the 5 teams that you need in order to fill out your entire territory war. So more obviously for whales, because they might have these all kind of geared up and whatnot, but they provided you a way to they've almost forced you into a position where it's like, yeah, you can start playing with your Revan on offense, and you can play with your Traya on offense, and all these teams that you don't typically play with. So I do like the fact that they did increase it to 4 rather than just 2, because it almost forces the defenses on territory and lets you play with teams on offense, which is all I wanted.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with this. I think it should be a little bit less. That's all. But I don't have a problem with this. Other than that, I think it's cool. See, this is the kind of stuff they need to be doing. Now you can use your roster. You can use characters that you maybe haven't. This other territory war is a joke. So. I mean, people are taking it seriously, but you can only take something so seriously when you're looking at the teams that are on defense and offense. You're like, really? God.
Yeah.
They should have done it differently. I think we've said it a ton of times.
I think we're all on agreement on that. Even Tits, who's not saying anything.
We're in agreement, if there was such a word.
Tits is not having fun with this territory wars, Grande.
No way. For real? You don't think so? Really?
I know she's not. She said so. Tits?
I am not having fun with this territory war. I mean, there's just not a lot that a player at my level can do when they exclude so many key characters. So it's kind of pretty much just crippled us. And I don't find it playful to take away things that I've worked really hard to get just so that everybody else gets to, strategize on how to make this work.
I think McVenom... Yeah, you make a great point. We typically don't take away toys from the good children. We only take away toys from the bad children. So have we been bad lately? Is that why we got the toys taken away?
I don't know.
I don't know about the whole community, but we're always kind of bad.
But I don't know. It's just like I worked really hard to get some of these, it took me 3 rounds to get JTR. It took me a long time to get Thrawn. It took me a long time to get all of these key characters. And I don't know. I just don't feel like it's fun or playful in any sense to take away things that you work really hard to play with, especially when they're your key teams. They make up your squads. Especially with someone like me, I have like 5 good squads, and I don't know. It's just not fun. I think that's the key term is fun, and it's not fun anymore. Now this new thing. This seems a little bit interesting. They're not taking away anything. They're giving buffs they're giving you something extra for these extra, like, things to play with. So giving us something to make it playful is fine, but taking away something I don't think is fun.
Faye Mock says, McVenom is deep in thoughts by Jack Handy.
Sadly, I would say about 75% of the viewers have no idea what that reference is.
That's from Saturday Night Live.
The one that says, is it Jack Smiley or
Stuart Smalley?
Stuart Smalley.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who that is either.
One comment on the initial part of this post. While picks and bans may return, please, for the love of God, no. Just no.
They also told us. Come on, hold on though. They've told us before that tournaments would return, and they didn't.
I know.
I'm
telling you right now.
They always leave opening.
I know they're
right?
leaving it open, and
they're
all I'm
leaving
saying
it-
is, please
Well,
God.
and to be honest, well, hold on. They should leave an opening whenever they've been really specific, like we're never going to put another character ever in GW, or we're never going to put another character ever in Cantina. They kind of paint themselves into a hole.
Yeah.
They paint themselves into a hole. So
I want
I'd rather
them to paint themselves in a hole like this.
Yeah.
Can I say
Please
what,
paint
I'm
yourself
not-
in a hole.
can I say what pissed me off the most?
What's that?
Was knowing that I hated this the way they did this. I didn't like it. I wasn't going to have fun, and then opening the game that says your community picture in.
Yes.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
So they put a spin on it that made it like we decided this.
So what you're telling
No.
me is you didn't decide it?
Well, here's the best part.
Come on.
So we were
You
having a
should.
discussion on the Discord, in the RSG voice Discord. So if you guys haven't joined it, the link is in the description. We have like voice chats every now and then, and one of the discussions was about the fact that people were logging into the game, getting a message saying the community picks are in, and people are like, "Wait, what? What
I didn't
picks?
get. Yeah,
Can I
because
pick? I want to pick now because
well, and they didn't go to the forums. Yeah, they
Well, a
didn't
lot of people
advertise
don't
it
go to the
in-game.
forums. Yeah.
They
Exactly.
didn't advertise it in game, so a lot of people feel like they didn't get a chance to pick something.
Yeah, and they're like, "What community voted for this?" Like, and I would be pissed off if I didn't know what the hell was going on and be like, "Why did my community vote to keep Treya out?"
Again, they made an assumption that people,
Yeah, I mean, they got the most active group of people, which are the ones that are on the forums. But when your players have no idea what's going on, and
I don't
all
know.
they get is a
I don't know if
message-
I don't know if I would call the people that go on the forums active. They're
Well,
active
they're
on the
more
forum.
active than the people that don't, for the most part. I mean, like outside of the game, active, not necessarily in game, but just outside, engaged in community.
Sure.
But
Okay.
the other part that was confusing was that they posted in the image, and that's why I changed it for our thumbnail. So if you look at the thumbnail for this video, if you go back, if you just like look at the video, and I posted the picture, I'll post it in the RSG Discord, but they posted the 24 characters that are still in the territory wars.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the most useless thing ever. Like, these are the ones you voted for. Well, that doesn't tell me anything. Which ones are the ones that I can't play? It's silly the way that they're doing some of the communication for this. They
I
really
agree.
need to work on that, especially if they're delivering bad news. Like, essentially what this was. This was bad news. And so they should have went about it in a much nicer way than saying, "Hey, it's all your fault. Now go play with these characters that you can't use."
I see Sir Loki lurking, but he's not seeing anything, and I don't see his camera. So he's there, but he's not there. Sir Loki.
Loki.
Let's give them a couple minutes.
All right. Well, if he pops up, I'll call him out. All right. Next thing, we've got Zetafin daily login road ahead updates. Tits, if you would like to read this.
Sure. Let me find it. What is it? The
Data Fin daily login.
I see it. Okay. So Zeta Fin daily login and road ahead updates. It's been a busy week back at Capital Games, but I wanted to give everyone some updates on the status of a few items from over the holiday break. There are other topics not listed here that we are still working on, but here's what I've got news on. Zeta Fin /C3PO. We had a fix ready this week to change the interaction between Zeta Fin and C3PO, but after testing and reviewing its impact, we ultimately don't feel the solution was good enough. In short, it wasn't the clean solution we were looking for, so we are continuing to investigate a change that should handle this issue as positively as possible. Time zone changes in daily login. Some players experienced issues claiming daily login rewards after changing their time zone last month. This appears to be a visual bug and the rewards were credited properly, but we are in the process of confirming there are no other possible issues that could have caused this. Regardless, we hope to have this fixed in the future, and folks that log in on day 32 of a month should see the correct message. Also, for those wondering about the road ahead, it is in progress. Now that we are back from break, we are working to finish clarifying what will make
Why does
it
Scrum do this?
It's a typo, and they threw me off. What will make it into this quarter and show you all the exciting things that are coming down the pipeline. We don't have a hard timeline for when it will go live, but there will be more info in the next couple of weeks.
All right.
All right, simple enough. I'm glad that they're not rushing to.
No, get it right. Don't. Yeah.
Totally
They did a good
agree.
job with Acolyte and Zombie
Mhm.
for the other
Yep.
one, so I'm trusting them with this one. So, really quick before we jump to the next topic, Ranger, there was one post that I didn't put in here in our agenda because it's a little bit of a small group that got this, but it's actually wider than intended. So, really quick, there was a post called "What's That Test?" By CG
Oh,
Chrome.
yeah.
And
Yeah, yeah.
says, "Hi folks, if you played our game on an Android phone on Monday, then you probably noticed a pop-up saying nothing more than test. This was part of routine testing and was intended to go to a small internal audience, but was inadvertently sent much wider. This message also caused the client to crash due to it not containing the correct URL data when you tap the message, like sending you to the guild events page. Mostly, we want to assure everyone that there was no malicious activity that caused this issue, but rather a box that was checked that shouldn't have been checked. We apologize for the inconvenience." So if you're on an Android device and you are wondering what that test message was on Monday, there you go. It was kind of an error. They do some internal testing. They added a group of people that shouldn't be on there, and it was a mistake. That's it.
Voila.
Your phone was not hacked. Haha. So there you go.
All right. And our last post of the evening.
And hopefully this doesn't lag you out.
Well, so we're gonna.
It's on GG. It might.
Oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
see. I'm
Do
watching.
you have
So-
the videos to not automatically?
I
play
got it.
with
I
the
got it.
commercial?
No, let's do this quickly so we can go back to the camera page. So, this is a new feature that GG has. Now, it's not overtly listed on on their main page, but if you go to it, they have one that's called GG Top Characters, and it's top dash characters dash or slash and then whatever the stat is. And what it does is it actually shows you with everyone that's on GG, like who has the fastest and bestest mods in different categories. And actually, I did not realize this until yesterday, and I'll give a shout out.
How do you navigate to this?
So you have to just go to the page itself. I don't know how they found it. I heard about it from Operation Metaverse yesterday, from good old Maurice and T Money. They were talking about it. So I don't know how else you get to it besides just going directly to the link. And I'll put it in the YouTube chat for everyone. But it's really neat. It lets you just compare everybody's stats. It shows you like the top 50 for whatever filters and that kind of stuff you have. They don't have offense yet, but the ones they do have is speed, health, protection, potency, tenacity, and armor. So interesting for me that I found out is that one of my guildies, Andy Rue, who's also the late picks when he's on YouTube, is actually the 4th fastest speed set of anyone in the game on his Thrawn. He has a 338 speed Thrawn. And for health, for crew, if you look at first order and you go to health, I have the 27th? I have the 6th. I have the 6th highest health crew of anyone in the game right now. So it's just fun kind of going through this. I didn't realize this until yesterday either. So yes, I'm sure they're going to say it's a little bit humble braggy of me because I do like my crew. I mentioned my crew before. I love this health. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in terms of where your mods are stacking up and how you compare against other people, it's a good site to go to. There's a lot of Mighty Chlorians up here too, Rangers.
I know.
Go through this. There's lots of Mighty Chlorians up at the top of these.
I know.
I don't know, but I think I just saw a guild name that says Ewocalypse.
Yeah, there's a few pretty fun guilds in here.
That is a hilarious name.
So you can kind of see like where your mods stack up against the highest ones. Again, pretty fun thing to look at and just compare. But yeah, there you go.
All right. That is all the news for this week. Now we're going to get back into our Twitter question. So Finn is going to read the responses to the Twitter question, and we're going to let Tits McVenom pick the one she likes the most. That's kind of how it works.
Yay! All right, let's do this.
All right. Okay, so let me bring the questions up here.
Hey, one of my Dark Lords guys has like the most potent Dooku. That's like insane. He's like in my group. Like
I'm saying, isn't it fun just to kind of go through this and see where people are? It's
like, holy crap, that's awesome. I was like,
Okay.
Zeacon? Wow. Okay. I never
right.
would have guessed that.
So, the question again, it's a fill in the blank. My SWGOH territory war is so fun that blank. That simple. All right. Are you ready, McVenom?
Okay, this, just to clarify, this one right now, we're talking about right now, active.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready.
So, my SWGOH territory war is so fun that the fire burnt my eyebrows off. I need to stand further away from dumpster fires.
Okay.
All right. My SWGOH territory war is so fun that I scheduled a root canal to not have to deal with the territory wars.
Okay.
Next one. Next one. My SWGOH territory war is so fun that I'd rather have Hellenic spam my Discord over 100 times. Too soon? For those of you that don't know, there was a troll pretending to be Hellenic because Hellenic is so awesome. And obviously everyone wants to be Hellenic because McVenom always picks him. Somehow, without even knowing, she always picks Hellenic. And so he was trying to be Hellenic and then tagged everyone just to show that he wanted to be Hellenic.
Wait, this happened in Discord?
Oh, yeah.
I
You missed a lot of craziness yesterday.
I haven't been on Discord,
Yeah,
or
I
I
know.
haven't been talking to anybody for like 2 weeks now. I'm terrible. So far
Okay.
behind.
All
Okay.
right. Next one. My SWGOH territory war is so fun that my guild officers just destroyed his 8th iPad.
What?
My guild officers just destroyed his 8th iPad.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's a Lazarus FCME from DL. That's hideous's.
You're just giving away who it is. We're not telling them.
Oh no.
Well,
Damn, Grande.
So Hideous wrote, my territory war is so fun that one of my guild officers just destroyed his 8th iPad. There we go. Now you know who said that one.
Sorry, I had to. I was like, I know that one. Sorry,
Damn, Grande.
I'm telling you.
My territory war is so fun and playful and fun. He rewrote it. My territory war is so playful and fun that even I wrote song lyrics about it. In fact, I also made karaoke style video on the subject, which you can all sing to. Woohoo! And if I say the next part, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think you know who that is.
Hellenic.
This is why that person's banned. Damn it, Alex. Okay. My territory war was so fun that I actually went outside.
Okay, that's a top 3.
That is the definition of nerd right there. It's so bad. Oh god, I can't.
Nope, I'm going outside. I'm getting some fresh air. Oh, what's this sun thing I found?
Okay, next. Come on.
My territory war was so fun that I had to alternate between playing it and watching paint dry so my heart didn't explode from all the excitement.
Okay.
Oh, God.
My territory war was so fun that the dishes in my sink are gone, the clothes on my floor have been picked up and folded.
Oh, no.
I like how territory wars is making us all become more productive citizens.
Oh, no.
We're going outside, getting some exercise, doing the dishes. My territory war was so fun that next time we should only use Ewoks and Wookiees. None of them were banned.
Well,
There were no banned Ewoks or Wookiees. Okay. My territory war was so fun that I actually considered booking a trip to Cameron Indoor Stadium just to go on vacation. P.S. This territory war.
be Masu.
You knew exactly who that was.
Yeah, because Cameron would be awesome.
All right, there you go. Those were the responses. Let me double check if there's any more. Let me refresh this. No, that was it. Those were the responses.
I like the go outside one.
Okay.
I like the one about doing their dishes and picking up their clothes.
Okay.
And then there was one in the beginning I liked a lot. What was it?
My SWGOH territory war was so fun that the fire burnt my eyebrows off. I need to stand further away from dumpster fires. Or my SWGOH territory war was so fun that I scheduled a root canal to not have
That
to
one.
deal with
That
the
one.
territory
I like
war.
the root canal one.
Okay.
I like the root canal.
So root canal. Hey.
Hey, I have one too. Before we say the answer, this one's for Grande, and I think it was Grande that said he did this. But my territory war was so fun that I actually worked and didn't have any bathroom emergencies all day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, I still had bathroom emergencies.
Oh, you still had to log in a couple times. Okay. So who were the winners?
So the winners are Doc Ariak was the root canal.
Nice. Good job,
Then
Doc.
we had Seeger, who was I actually went outside today,
Mm-hmm.
and Revenator, who cleaned his dishes and did his laundry.
About time.
Very nice.
Go.
Well done, guys.
Well done indeed. All right. I think it's that time where we start getting to some questions.
Yes, it is. All right.
Time for preguntas? Okay.
Pregunta time. Okay. So let's go. So, Loki, say hi to the people. You haven't said anything to them yet.
Hi, people. How are you?
Hey, there he is. The
Hey,
sexy
Loki.
Buddha himself, Sir Loki's here.
What have you been up to all day?
I'm still in North Carolina. I'm at work.
Are you hanging out with Tits yet?
But I'm good. I'm
No.
sorry.
You look like you're in a hotel room. You don't look like you're at work.
No, I'm on the road. I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, I thought in a hotel room was where you did your best work.
I'm in, yeah.
Oh my God, Grande.
The bedroom is where I do my best work, yes.
There's.
That's right. There we go.
Wow, Grande.
I'm good. I was having issues with connectivity, so this is a Marriott and the Wi-Fi sucks here. So
It seems to be working
It
all
looks
right.
great. We can.
I
it's
am on
working
cell
great.
phone data with Verizon. It's working great.
How come I can't see Loki?
I
I
don't
can
know.
see him
I
just
seem
fine.
fine.
Oh, I have to, because I'm on mobile.
If you're driving.
I can only see 4 at a time, so I have to switch over. Now I see Loki.
Oh.
Hello, Loki.
Who did you take out?
I took out all of you.
Oh,
They
it's
just
just Loki on the screen.
And just
Yeah,
put
fine.
Loki up. She
Just
took out
put
all of us
Loki.
and just put up Loki.
Yep.
Nice. Good times.
All right. Let's
All
get
right.
to some questions now that we got Mr. Locomotive here.
And we do have a good amount of questions, so let's go ahead and
Alright.
get started. RC Vormax question: do you guys and gals feel like CG heard today's lunch show and heard my question about the gear crunch? So they added gear to the shard shop. So part of the content update, they added the gear 12 gear to the shard shop. So he's wondering if they heard what he asked and heard our lunch show, and that's why they did it.
Must have been. That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
That's the RSG way.
Yeah, we take
brought it
credit
up
for
on the
everything.
feed, now it's in the game. We did it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Continue on.
Rampage question. I have Treya 6-star gear 11, 1 Zeta, Nihilus 7-star gear 12, Scion 7-star gear 12 with Zeta, Palpatine gear 11, no Zeta, Maul and Dooku gear 11, 7-star. I have no Sith tank. Is there anyone I can use as a substitute for Sith Trooper?
Wait, didn't he say Scion?
Yeah, no other tank, so he doesn't have Sith Trooper.
You don't need one. Throw Thrawn in there or nest and go rock and roll and have some fun.
I agree. Also, get the other Zeta on Treya. One
I mean-
Zeta Treya.
Right. Thrawn.
Yeah.
Excellent, that team.
McVenom liking Thrawn. This is new. When did this happen?
Oh, she's been like she's.
Oh god, she gave girly eyes.
She did.
Yeah, that was my swoon. Oh,
She swooned.
Oracle 128 question: where do I give CG my 4-letter positive feedback that they're deserving of?
Go to the forums. There's about 900 pages of it there.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're pretty aware now.
I
would
hope so.
If
I
they're
hope-
not, they're living under a rock.
Let's not even talk about what was on Reddit.
A big old money rock. I mean, that could make you forget things.
Hmm.
Big old money rock. Holy
Big
I
old
mean,
money.
crap.
apparently.
Next question, Darkside Ranger J 1999. Question. Hey everybody, Darkside Harry Carey here. I just sent CG some liquid hot magma for this polite jester. And I'm not reading the rest because you're going to get me killed. So, Harry Carey, what do you think about Darkside Harry Carey sending liquid hot
I
magma?
think that's a good call. They need some moisturizer. Get that liquid hot magma lotion on them. And then, hell, while we're at it, let's send in some of that new Aunt Jemima Louisiana hot sauce I just came up with. It'll be fantastic. Burn it from the inside out. Both ways.
Awful. Okay. Nathaniel Morgan question. How the fluff do you beat Gear 12 Jedi Training Ray without Traya or Night Sisters?
CLS does it.
He's asking for the territory war now.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
CLS.
JTR?
Who?
CLS will take it out
Yeah.
easily.
Who?
Jedi Training
JTR.
Ray.
Oh.
If you don't have Night Sisters and you don't have Traya, what would you use to beat
CLS, a 3PO, CLS, Chewy, 3PO, Churd Bays, go have fun. You'll do it easily.
I beat JTRs before I got Treya with Palp and Thrawn team.
You can do that, yeah.
Run something
Look
like
at Tits dropping the knowledge.
that. Speed of your Thrawn versus BB-8 or something like that. Would
Yeah,
also
you
be-
should easily be able to beat it with Thrawn.
Yeah, just make sure you check the speeds though before you go in. That's going to be important. Nathaniel Morgan question: should I abandon bounty hunters for the new shiny Old Republic?
You should be doing both.
Yeah, I mean, I would still focus on bounty hunters because you know exactly what they're going to be used for,
Yeah.
right? And you know their value. And then depending on however much energy and stuff you have left over, because Ordo is in one location, he's in Cantina, and Fallen Bastila is in Hard Nodes.
Can I just say, I just did my Fallen Bastila, not one shard.
There you go.
Damn it, this better not be a trend CG. I'm going to be so
That's
angry.
science. All right. Next question, Travis Anderson.
Oh, it's Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Question. I have maxed out Aura, and yet I still can't get her to do great in P3. Any suggestions?
Mods could be an issue. It could be the team you're running with her.
Loki, have you tried Aura Singh in Phase 3 of Heroic Sith yet?
I have not. I'm not a good. I have no idea how to do that team, honestly.
I've been told you have to have the Zetas. One of our guys does it. I'm going to tell you though, right now, the biggest problem we have is people running the Zeta Finn C-3PO team right over the top of them, and so
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's a bigger problem.
Okay.
So I haven't seen it.
All right. Next question is from Darkside Ranger J 1999. Question: why can't I use Darth Nihilus in Territory War? I've written a ticket, but I haven't heard back. He's not. You know he's not. the
Oh
only-
my gosh. What would be hilarious if everybody put in a ticket?
I know, you just call
know,
CG like,
you know
it's
that
weird, I'm
power-
doing this territory war, but I can't use certain characters. Can you help me with this? And they're like, sir, you know that you can't. No, I mean, like, I think it's bugged.
I would totally do that if I wasn't scared I'd get nerfed. My name would get nerfed again.
You should be like, hey guys, I don't know what's wrong.
What's your name in game? It's just like,
Big?
Grande Patron.
Let's send the crystal packs to this ally code.
Mhm.
It's all just gonna end up at Loki. You know it. Somehow Loki's gonna get all the crystals.
Yeah, what have
That's
you been
right.
spending your 10,000 monthly allowance on lately, Loki?
The IG-88 shit. I'm almost done with it. I'm happy.
I'm all done with it, buddy. Totally ready to go for tonight.
Not even farmed,
What?
not even attempted to farm it.
Wow.
But when I have
I still don't know why.
Ordo, and Fast Fallen and these other ones done,
Oh, I've already got Ortho already up to 5-star today.
yeah, it's a lot of hard nodes, man. And
I did.
I'm gonna do Ordo with his cantina, so he'll go pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
But Vassal of Fallen, man, this is a drop rate.
I had 2,000 cantina saved for today.
Oh, God.
Blew it all. Yeah. Do you want to know how hard it is to save 2,000 cantina?
How hard is it, Grande?
Well, being is that you can only buy the refreshes.
What's it like to have everything, Grande, and not have cares? What's it like, Grande?
It's a hard knocks life for me. It's a hard knocks.
I mean, we all know all you do all day is you sit at the pool with the dog, playing
That's
Star Wars
it,
Galaxy
man.
Heroes, checking
Dog left
Discord.
I want to go be your pool girl.
You can be my pro girl anytime.
Loki,
You got a
you're just
grotto?
getting pushed out of the
You got a
equation here.
grotto, Big
Yeah,
Daddy?
Grande's taking
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Oh, did we get? I'm sorry. Did we get like tagged for that? I'm sorry.
no, you're not gonna get tagged. We don't care. I don't care.
I don't think anyone's gonna recognize it. No algorithm's gonna recognize it. God.
We're not
Yeah,
gonna get
probably
Disney
not.
to shut down our fan art or fan
Mhm.
I heard that dude got reinstated, man. I think that's awesome.
Oh,
Yes,
he
he
did. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Lucas.
Lucasfilm.
Lucas told Disney to take a hike. Love it.
Wow. That's power.
Right,
First you
next
get the
question.
money, then you get the power. Remember that.
Dark Side Ranger J 1999 question: who should I farm in the fleet table? ETA or SS ship? In case CG goes OR, capital ship since next, and since Nukin says he's the best. Really?
Isn't ETA
Is there a question
really
in there?
good right
Is
now?
there a
So
question?
who should he farm in the fleet table? ETA or SS's ship? I'm trying to remember who SS is.
Who is SS?
Sith. I don't know.
Sith Assassin's ship?
I don't know what SS is.
Farm the one for-
Anakin.
That's
I'm
Sith.
farming Anakin. Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Dude, I would totally tell you to farm Anakin over whatever SS is. I think he means Sith Assassin.
Maybe SA, Sith Assassin, the Sith Fighter is what I'm
Could
guessing.
be. I mean, I don't know.
New
Or
Nazi
maybe he
ship
means
coming out.
SF.
I mean, how far is he away from
Well,
Millennium
SA's ship.
Farm those.
Sith Assassin ship.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you're gonna use ETA in Arena, probably. If you had it, you would use it. So I would tell you.
Faymont. Grande has a pool of Omegas he swims in. He says you do a Scrooge McDuck every morning.
Every morning I do. That's right. I'm down to two.
Who the hell's Scrooge McDuck?
I'm down to
Duck-
two characters
what?
that need Omegas. That's it.
It's all about
Finn-
Scrooge McDougal, McVenom.
The real character is Scrooge McDuck.
Yes, but I
Yeah.
called it Scrooge McDougal.
Right.
I used to love that game. DuckTales.
Ooh.
One time.
Floppy
The
disk.
one time I make a mistake and you guys never let me live it down.
One time.
One time
I'm
of
telling you,
UV.
The one again, the one time I made a mistake.
The one time he's repeatedly made mistakes, we keep on taking. It's like Grande literally.
Saber
is that-
Shark. He's our best. He's our best viewer.
66% of the time, Grande is right 100% of the time.
Right.
I like
Grande's
my
dad.
favorite of all time was when he said John Moron.
Yes.
Oh man.
He still hangs out with us and plays D&D with us. Like that's
Yeah, he's awesome.
he's been indoctrinated now.
No, he knows. He knows. He knows I'm kind of a big deal. That's it.
And have brain damage. Yes.
Okay. Cavell Smith question: does Finn still play Clash of Clans? If so, he should change to Star Wars Commander. Yeah, I do play Clash of Clans, and we have a bunch of people actually in the community that's playing it too. It's actually a clan that I played with almost since day one of the game. We've been very casual, but we have a lot of fun kind of doing wars and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't think I can. I'm not gonna. We do have another mobile game that we're working on that hopefully we'll be able to announce to you guys soon. But yeah, I don't think I can go over to Star Wars Commander. Seems like all the other Star Wars games are dying anyways. So I'm not gonna bother.
Is that command game that all the game changers have been trying to like?
yeah.
They've been doing
I played it for a little bit back in the day.
I
and then
wasn't fond of it.
it was
I like
Yeah.
so much.
They've been doing
better.
more CNC rivals lately.
Anyway.
Yeah. Next question, Miss Farquhar. Question: who to
Farquhar.
farm first? Dark Side.
Farquhar. Lady Farquhar.
I don't know why she's asking this question like this because it's hideous. God damn it. Miss Farquhar. Question: who to farm first? Dark Side Boob or Visas? Asking for my other half.
What? Dark Side who?
Dark Side
Dark
who?
Side Boob.
Boob?
Yeah, fallen basilisk.
Why would that be called a boob?
I don't get it.
She looks like, because light side Bastila looks like she's showing side boob because of the color of her.
Oh.
So this is dark side boob.
I'm going all in on
Light
dark side.
boob, and this is dark side boob.
Yeah, I'm going all in on the old dark side boob.
I can't believe she asked the question. I expected better from Farquhar.
You don't know Farquhar
I
that
know.
much. Farquhar's amazing.
She is. She's pretty amazing.
It is, but still. All right. Yeah. Go with dark side boob. Contingent 33 question. You know, the sad part is I actually understand that. I don't think any of you guys figured out.
It didn't register right away for some reason, you know, because
I
it's
read
dark
that, I'm
side.
No, that was literally my first thought reading that question. FUDH was the first thing that came to my head. Awful. Okay. Next question, contingent 33 question. I only have 74 shards left of Xanadu to get all ships to 7-star.
Nice.
Would it be possible to finish them before the end of the event, or is it a stretch?
How many does he need?
74.
So 74. That means he needs to get like 7 a day, right?
Gonna be close.
So in order to do
You
7
can
a day,
do it.
he
You
needs
have to
do, like,
refresh.
he's gonna have to do all 8 nodes plus an additional at least 1 refresh to hit the averages, right?
Yeah,
So
and he probably wants to do the second also, but he would have to drop some other hard nodes because going up to a next level of crystal refreshes is going to drain him. So
Is it still 25 for a refresh?
no, it's 25 and then 50.
I mean,
20.
yeah, but it's the 25 to reset.
Yep, 25
think
and
he
then
might need a
50 and then
50.
100. He may need a 50 as well. Honestly, if he's that close, I'd tell him to do it. The other thing is he also needs to seriously look at trying to get to 75 and then buying the pack. And potentially he needs to buy the pack early. And what I mean by buy the pack, I actually mean buy it in the weekly shipments. I should be more precise.
Yes.
Yeah,
what
buy the shards for crystals. Yeah, that's
Buy
right.
the shards for crystals in the
not
weekly
the pack, because
shipments.
the pack is gonna.
The pack is terrible.
Yeah,
But if he bought it in the shipments, it's only 25 crystals more per shard than what you would get from farming. So it's actually not a bad deal, and it's more guaranteed. So I think that might be an option. Spend that first, and then go from there.
Ben,
Mhm.
you deliver jokes wrong. You always
What
mess
jokes did I
up people's
deliver?
jokes.
I didn't even know I delivered something.
Yeah, it was. Farquhar called it. It's
Dark side boob.
Side boob, not
Yeah.
dark side boob.
Yeah, it's dark side boob.
You're not even saying it right after you repeat it.
It's dark side boob. It's side boob. The whole thing's about side boob.
All right, next question, Jesus.
Oh my goodness, guys.
I'm not sure where I'm missing it. Okay.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah.
You're not. You be quiet, Grandi. You're in no position to talk of.
Okay.
I mean, I bet you in the spelling bee, if you went to Grandi and be like, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS. I win. What do I win?
To be fair, I shouldn't be arguing on a discussion about dark side boob with somebody named Tits. I mean, it just doesn't work out well in my favor.
She's probably, especially
Please
when she's,
scream, Miguel.
especially.
He was doing that to me all the time in North Carolina.
Oh man. Okay. Next
Thomas
question.
Willingham question: Legendary Sith ship or capital next?
Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty much throwing my hands up.
I don't know on this one. I mean, basically, you got to save for it all, right?
Yeah.
So I think that Sith bomber is going to be needed. I think Sith fighter is going to be needed. I think we're going to get something, but that means you got to save it all. And here's the thing: is a bunch of people are probably going to blow all their omegas, and on this new Falcon, and they're going to throw it in, and then next month we're going to get another ship that needs more omegas.
I'm not worried about it. I really am. I mean, I think the ship's amazing, and if you get 5 stars or more on your MilF, then great. But as I said, I got other priorities. You can't farm everything in this game, so too many farms.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm going to let it go.
There's also the chat is just discussing side boob versus sideshow Bob. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. When you're reading chat, it's just typing side boob over and over again.
I didn't do it.
This is maybe the greatest chat we've ever had. Okay, next question. SWGOH question. I need less than 50 shards of each of T3 and mission. Can I shift to Bastila 34 out of 50 or Ordo 3 stars?
Well, mission.
No.
Stay on target.
Stay on
He
target.
Yeah. He needs to stay on target. Man.
Unless you plan on spending money, so just finish.
Yeah.
Finish them off. And if you plan on spending money, then finish off mission and leave T3 for the pack. Because it sounds like you have Zalbar done, so in that case, yeah. But plus, Fallen Bastila is a hard node, which doesn't interfere with T3 or mission. So if you want to shift to Fallen Bastila, that's fine. Just depends on what else you're farming on hard nodes. But stay on target with whatever you need. Ordo, wait until T3 and mission are finished, unless you plan on buying T3. Takedown games question: which mod to 6E first? Han's crit damage triangle or Chewy's offense arrow?
Triangle.
Probably the triangle. It's probably more versatile for later.
I think so too. Unless he has like crazy speed on the arrow or something, I would say crit damage too. Loki, what do you think? You get all the good mods. Which one would you take up first? Crit damage triangle or offense arrow?
Probably crit damage. I'll take the arrow. Oh, I'm sorry, the triangle. Sorry.
Okay. So we have the triangle.
3 out of 5 RSG members agree. I like the side look from
One is distracted by
Well,
side
I like
conversation.
speed on my arrow, so I wouldn't ever get that. So
Our chat is awful right now.
it is.
I
There's
could
nothing
tell.
but
I know it.
terrible stuff in there.
It's all kinds of awful.
I didn't do it. I swear.
I blame Farquhar. See, I expected better from Farquhar.
Mm.
God.
Mm.
Can I check, Grande? Grande got distracted.
Next question, please.
Next question. I will be focus farming Fallen Bastila and Ordo starting immediately. Based on what CG did with Jedi Knight Revan, what should I be refreshing their nodes to? 25, 50, 100, 200, etc. Crystal refreshes. 25 is fine. 50 is going right on the edge, and after 50, you're better off waiting just to buy the crystal, or buy the shards directly with crystal.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm saving up on my crystals. I'm not gonna just delve, doing refreshes until I, later on. So, but I'm saving my crystals for those packs like they did with Revan, so I can just buy a buttload of them and just take them up to 7 stars. I'll farm them regularly, put them in the rotation.
All right. Next question, Neo Venom 2. Did you hear about the claim on Star Wars Theory fan film? Well, good news. Someone at Lucasfilm stepped up and told the company to put in the claim to remove it immediately.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we'd already discussed it.
Yeah, very, very happy for that, dude. RC Vormax question: When will CG release Star Wars Resistance show tunes, and what is your opinion about the show? I still have to really start watching it.
I like it. I've watched it. I know, Grande, you've watched it.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I like it. It's not like tops for me, but it's entertaining, and I got some good stuff out of it. I don't think we're seeing those characters for a while. Not even. No. Unless the show gets more popular.
Well, I mean, let's see.
Because it's really not that popular.
We didn't get Rebels characters until season 5, right?
No, season 2.
Was it season 2?
Yeah.
I thought it ran for. Well, they had these freaking half seasons, so I always forget.
It was full seasons.
5 was when we got Thrawn, right?
No,
it couldn't be
season 3 is when we got. Listen, y'all.
I'm gonna have to Google what years was the Star Wars Rebels.
I'm telling you that it was after it was after
Star Wars Rebels
season 2. After season 2, because that's when.
Yes.
Kanan got blind, so
that's
start
right.
between season 2 and 3 is when they did those characters.
That's right. There were 4 seasons from 2014 to 2018. There's 2014 season, 2015 season, 2016 season, and a 2017 and 2018. Is that right? There's 5 seasons or only 4 seasons?
I think it was 4.
4 seasons.
And I still think the Ahsoka Vader fight is the greatest.
It's probably one of the. In fact,
so
they
was in 2015.
Yeah, it's a 2018.
But the game wasn't even out.
We must have gotten it between season 3 and season 4.
Yeah.
No, it was between season 2 and season 3. I'm telling you.
That would be between 2015 and 2016.
That's not when season 2 came out.
I thought that's what Grande just said. We're doing some fact checking on ourselves here.
Or maybe it was.
So quiet.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
It came out
sometime.
Anyway, we're going to need to see at least.
Saying, everyone in chat is saying season 3.
We are going to need to see.
It's season 3. Thank you, chat.
All right, we're going to need to see at least an additional 12 more episodes of Rebels. So we have a whole nother year. So it finishes out 2019. We don't see it until 2020, right? Can't even believe I'm saying the year 2020 already.
I can't even say 2019. I still look at the
so we're not gonna see Resistance, Star Wars Resistance, the cartoon show characters, and to me, they make up a perfect synergy faction, just like Phoenix does.
Mm-hmm.
But again, and the weird part about that is some of them may have the Resistance tag and some of them may not. So what are we gonna? I mean, we're gonna end up with 2 separate tags. Anyway, we'll have to see. But by the way, if you watch that show, my favorite character on that show is Jaeger. To me, he has the coolest backstory, and I want them to do more with that character.
Remember, we also got the Mandalorian coming out soon.
We do.
We got a lot of cool stuff coming out. So there should be some opportunities for more characters to be delivered into the game.
So this actually ties into the next question a little bit. Kanjo Evolution says, question, I heard that Finn is going to be the login character for February. Does that feel like they are moving away from Sith month? Seems like an odd choice.
Until I actually see Finn announced as the February login, where are you getting that from?
People are data mining and all that kind of stuff. But in all honesty, it wouldn't surprise me because we are due for a capital ship, and I think Holdo is the next captain.
Yeah, they could be predicting a month in advance. We could end up with a Sith capital and a Resistance capital at the same time.
We wouldn't have enough ships for that, though. That's the only problem because we have 35 ships. So
but I gotta tell you, some of the fleets are powerful enough that you can run them with only 3 reinforcements, not 4.
That is true.
I mean, there's many a fight that I fight where I don't even pull my 4th reinforcement and I still win the battle.
Yeah. So, yeah, but I think that's what it's kind of leading towards. Whatever the Finn month is, if there is going to be another Finn month, because I think we already had one.
We have I'm sure we have.
Yeah, it's going to be probably Holdo capital ship. So, there you go. Captain Obvious, question, can you spell fun without FU? It is a fun and playful TW.
I can. PHOON, fun.
That's foon.
You asked me to spell it without.
It's like the Vietnamese soup, but just put it.
I'm telling you, it's like the Vietnamese.
That's like pho. That's PHO.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's
yeah,
food.
but it's got a double O, so it's food.
Yeah, but why did you drop the
PHUN?
U? You know when you change the F to a P, you automatically can't spell FU. So why did you drop the U?
Because
why would you put PHUN?
Hey,
oh, it's PHON.
Somebody asked me if I could do it, and boom shakalaka, I did it. Thank you.
No, Bronny, that's just like you just like how do you spell moon? IWIN. I win. Shut up.
I don't know what's going on. Grande spelling food. Loki spelling
Grande,
food.
you have many strengths in this world. Spelling is not one of them.
Hey, look, I got asked a question, asked and answered. That's all I'm saying. Asked
not even close.
Answered.
You are not even close, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're all welcome. The big deal is graced you with spelling, a new way to spell something. Put it in your dictionary.
And now, spelling lessons with Grande Patron.
Grande Dictionary is going to be like the worst dictionary ever.
No. The Grande Webster's Dictionary.
UV of PHOON, fun.
Captain Obvious. Put it.
Typhoon.
No. That's thank you, Foon. You're welcome. He said thank you, Foon, and I said yes, you're welcome.
No, Grande.
No, he wrote typhoon. Not
Yeah.
thank you,
Typhoon. Not thank you, Foon. Fun.
He said thank you, Foon. I mean fun.
You would crack me up.
There's no God.
I am hooked on phonics because phonics are hooked on me.
That's the Band-Aid song. What the hell is going on here?
Oh, that was the Oscar Mayer Wiener song.
No, it's
I
not.
thought that was
it's
the
not
phonics.
Band-Aid.
No, I added the phonics thing to that. So, yeah, I kind of...
I know. He changed the Band-Aid song back on phonics. It's hooked on Phoenix, by the way.
Phonics.
You're right. It's the Band-Aid song. I was just singing
It
in
is the
my head.
Band-Aid song.
All right, next question.
Okay. Next question from Helen. Oh God, next question by Helen. Okay, Helenix. Question: I'm seriously calling into question if CG devs play SWGOH after hearing the bonuses to Ewoks and Territory War. Do y'all think they've ever played the game? Maybe they did once, like a year ago. So we know, and I think we've actually had a discussion in like the chat during the CG stream that Mr. John Solera loves himself some Ewoks.
He does. He's a free-to-play player.
He's a free-to-play that actually did everything with Ewoks. Like, he maxed out Ewoks even before Ewoks were anything. So, yeah, some of them do stuff with... some people do things with Ewoks.
You say doo-doo.
I said
doo-doo.
With Ewoks. I'm sure they play. They just don't play it as seriously as we do because they have to spend their time coding it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I have one of the devs as a ally in game and plays every day.
There you go.
Plays every day.
See? Science. And Grande has somebody as a dev that's an ally, so he's kind of a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
See? More so.
I'm just saying.
All right. What else? 73. Question: do y'all think we have a good balance of light side, dark side now, especially compared to a year ago?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Here's the only reason I'm saying no is because of territory battles. Because when you have to put like Rebels and Phoenix and Rogue One in territory battles, you don't feel drained, especially with platoons.
I don't feel drained on dark side now.
With Empire, I feel drained all the time because they always take away your Death Trooper. They take away like a short trooper.
I don't have a problem with it.
Empire.
I just throw in
There's which phases? I think it's phase 5 that requires you to have an Imperial Trooper team and a Empire team.
Well, yeah,
and
but on those days you're not.
You don't have enough characters left over.
Well, they don't usually platoon the days that you have to put.
Oh no, they do.
They platoon Empire on Empire Day. They do platoon them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So it drains you very quickly.
I don't know. I don't have any problems with dark side territory battles because there's enough dark side teams to counterbalance that. So even with the Empire losses, I'm like, eh. You know, because I've got a couple. I've got 3 Empire teams I can run with. So.
Yeah, I lose characters very quickly, especially if people need to put in like Thrawn and Emperor Palpatine and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
That's the only part that I can think of that's really not matching properly, and that's not necessarily a balance between light side and dark side. Now there are more light side than dark side in the game, but it's still pretty balanced in terms of their effectiveness. I mean, Traya was dominant for a while. Now Revan has come back. It used to be light side very often with Jedi Training Way and CLS before that, but Traya had a very good run before Revan. I think dark side territory battles is the only place I can think of where there's not a balance right now.
Okay. I'm just watching Tits do this and move her head and.
Because the way the camera's set up, I have to kind of move around to see my tabs on the computer.
Sure.
I need a webcam. I need a webcam.
We'll get you one soon. Nathaniel Morgan question: do you think CG tested the 0 cooldown BS? Very unbalanced.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm
I
sure
don't
they
know.
tested it. I don't know how extensive the testing was, but I'm sure they loaded up a file and tried it, and the game didn't force crash.
I mean, this is really so. We said this before, right? It's one territory war, which is the same reason why we're kind of tolerating. I shouldn't say tolerating. We're just going through this current territory war because it's just one. Hopefully, they don't bring this one back. But the bonuses aren't as bad because there are ways around this. The only thing you want to caution anybody in your guild about, I think, is turn meter feeding Ewoks. If you
Ooh,
turn meter
God.
feed Ewoks, I think you're done. Like you may as well just go home at that point because then they're not going to stop. But if you can take Ewoks from the start, I'm sure you can get rid of a couple of Ewoks, if not the entire team with stuff. Like Nest should still be able to dominate Ewoks.
Oh yeah.
I would
I
think
mean-
the only way to do that would be to like take one out, let it time out, take another
Well,
one out.
Nest can solo Ewoks.
No
Well-
matter what they do.
She could have in Grand Arena. Now they're going to be gaining a lot of turn meter, so she may not be able to solo them. She may time out because they're going to gain turn meter a lot more than they did before. But Nest was a potential kind of 1 versus 5 against Ewoks.
What's the counter to Nest? What if you put a counter in there with the Ewoks?
The counter to Nest?
Not with Ewoks.
Mm-mm. Ewoks would not be a counter to Nest. You would need.
No, I'm saying like if you put a counter to Nest in with the Ewoks.
You'd have to do
you
something.
Just go with like 4 Ewoks plus something else.
Yeah.
But the problem is on defense it won't work because the AI on the other side won't be smart enough to probably use them correctly. So example would be like Nihilus is one, but you don't want to put Nihilus on an Ewok team. You can use Han Solo, but you have to be careful with how you use his abilities. You have to go with basics and then time his special to do a lot of bursts once her turn has passed, and turn meter gets really screwed up. So that becomes a problem too. Trying to think what the other kind of like pure counters against Nestor. I mean, Knights.
Thermal detonators.
Like if you run a Tebow led Ewok Elder team on defense, then Nest isn't going to counter anymore, right? So
that's true with the stealth.
Yeah, so I'm imagining why Nest could work is because the Ewoks are going to keep attacking her and she's going to counter everybody to death, right? That's the problem. So if you throw Tebow with a Ewok Elder and whatever 3 you want to throw in there, then that she might have issues with that. Because they're just going to sit there and take hit.
Because Tebow's going to get 100% turn meter, and then actually, is he going to?
He's going to remove turn meter like crazy.
No, he won't.
Why?
I don't think he'll do anything because every turn his cooldowns are going to be up, which means he's going to keep on popping that 100% turn meter.
Good.
He might end up in his own little loop of constantly putting the 100% turn meter over and over again. That'd be kind of interesting to see what happens if you leave it on auto on defense. Because Tebow could give everybody 100%. If he goes again, he'll just give himself 100% turn meter again. The other ones may go because of the dice roll, but then they'll get 100%.
Even on 3v3 though, like Nest was horrible now after that rework. So
yeah, no, she's not.
You got to
good.
mod her a certain way, right? So if you mod her fast, then she's squishy, and then if you mod her tanky with a lot of health, then she's slow. So
Yeah.
you know what do you?
Doesn't Ewok Elder or doesn't Tebow actually give turn meter?
I mean, Ewok Elder alone is going to revive and cleanse every single time. It's going to be insane. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the daze isn't going to do anything to the Ewoks.
No, but to your point, Grande, yeah. Tebow gives all Ewoks 100% turn meter. And now the cooldown, instead of being 6 turns, is going to be 0. Which means that every turn Tebow gets, he is giving his Ewoks 100% turn meter.
Yep.
So if Tebow gets a single turn, you are screwed. Because the Ewoks will go nonstop.
Yeah, you basically and now you can make 2 teams. You could make 1 team for offense and 1 team for defense. You could literally have Tebow and Ewok Scout kill anything on
I
offense.
think the Ewoks are going to be a pain in the ass, man.
And
No,
then
but it's not gonna be-
and then you throw a second team on defense. So you throw Chirpa, Low Gray Wicket.
You mean
Elder.
split them up?
Yes, well you have to. There's 7 of them, right?
can.
Yeah,
You
but
could
I
still,
didn't
you
know-
could still put
would you-
C-3PO on there.
What I'm saying, oh yeah,
Oh,
you,
yeah.
yeah, you could. So, but
That's gonna be OP.
so, but think about this: if you ran a Chirpa team, Chirpa, Logray, Wicket, Paplu, and Elder, and then you just ran Tebow and Scout, you would literally hit Tebow's ability, and it would give Scout 100%. Hit Tebow's ability, give Scout 100%. You've got this 100% loop going. You can kill anything on offense with 2 Ewoks.
No, so I see the chat and you guys talking about how broken the Ewoks and everything are. So for the record, we know that all 4 factions are going to be broken with this territory war. That's the point of the bonus. Like, they're making them ridiculously overpowered, so people will use them. So
The problem though is that this again, we've said this
Ewoks
before.
are slow.
Well,
You can
Sure.
stop them.
You just need Paplu fast.
Yeah, and if you can get faster than their Paplu, right, then you can
No,
stop
because
that
Paplu
team.
gets the 25% turn meter at the start of the battle. You make him like.
Well, so I think the CLS team would go
this
in there.
is really, but here you go. Again, they've said in the past we want to stop infinite loops because whenever we have an infinite loop, it potentially breaks the game because we have a force close. By having 0 cooldowns, we've created an infinite loop. Infinite loops are bad coding.
Well, all of the Jawas.
I mean, think about it. I mean, if you create if you go back to coding 101, right? Like first year Fortran, if you make an infinite loop in your code, crap breaks, which is why we don't
Jawas
want
are an infinite loop too. Like everything is an infinite loop here.
Why? So again, why would we create infinite loops? We're trying to stop them. I mean, here you go. You want to do a great TW? We're gonna unnerf Lando and we're gonna unnerf Newt Gunray for 1 TW.
I mean, I'm okay with it because it is an infinite loop, but it's a controlled infinite loop. Like, it's not one that they're not expecting.
Come on, man. We got force.
How
We
is
have
it a
force.
controlled infinite loop? What
Because
does
they
that
know
mean?
exactly what the infinite loop is, and it's only in territory wars with this bonus.
We already have had challenges in TW with stuff closing when it shouldn't, right?
No, you're right about that. We know that there's other
I'm telling you, what I'm saying is that you potentially have the potential here for interactions where bugs interact with each other in an unforeseen way. The person that asked if it's been beta tested, the person that asked if it's been tested well enough, you're actually making me rethink my answer. It may not have been. I mean, think about what we're talking about here. We're talking about the potential here is that you're going to end up with an infinite loop, and we've explicitly been told, and it makes perfect sense to me that we don't want to do them.
I blame.
Well, you gotta have a team that has an AOE ability block. So who has that?
Boba.
You slow that whole thing down.
Boba and Old Ben, right? I mean, they're
you
gonna
do
be.
you do like Bastily lead with Old Ben on offense,
Yeah.
right? Get
There's
Old
gonna
Ben to
be
like.
stuff. There's gonna be stuff that everyone can deal with. So it's, I mean, all of these, and then Jawas are gonna be pretty OP because all you need to do is stun one character, and Jawas will take them out. Like they're dead. So
Well,
it's not going to be super hard in order to kill something very quickly with Jawas, but
We'll
I mean,
see.
I'm still-
We'll see. I mean, we're speculating. Let's see what happens, and then we can talk about the results afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, so
I'm sure we're going to get a lot of, this was a very difficult type of thing, but I'm okay with this way versus getting rid of characters and not giving us a roster to kind of play.
I'd rather have the challenge of being able to use my roster than not having the chance to use my roster.
Exactly.
All right, next question.
Next question. Let's see. Helenex. Question: can someone tell CG Dev to just make territory map skins and make bonuses related to the map skins? It'd be very easy to make territory wars actually fun if a map and with the map skin, and it's very easy to do. I thought that's what they were going to do to begin with. I thought we were going to get a Hoth map for territory, like for territory wars, or Geonosis, which we were.
I think part of the challenge here is that we want not too hot and not too cold.
Right.
Right. We want it to. We don't take stuff away and don't make infinite loops. Give us something in the middle, kind of overpowered, kind of cool, kind of neat, like Mace Windu against the Sith. give us something like that, but don't give us infinite loops and don't take away our toys we want to play with.
Can I be honest? I would be happy with the way Territory Wars was. I thought that like the First Order and the Bounty Hunter stuff that they gave with the regular Territory Wars.
I understand, but the challenge with that is that had gotten stale after a while.
I mean, I didn't find it stale. It got stale. To be fair, it got stale at the very high end because people were facing the same guilds over and over again. But anywhere lower, like I think we faced in all of the
again, right? Again,
twice.
It hadn't been reworked for a long time. I'm totally fine with them reworking it. I understand we're only talking about that it was stale for maybe the top 6 or 8 or 10 guilds. But here's the deal: those top 6 or 8 or 10 guilds effectively support the rest of the community being able to play a game. So they're the ones that write 90% of the paycheck. So I understand that it needed to be reworked. I don't have a problem with that. The thing is that you had such a when the bonuses are well crafted.
They went to the extremes for both.
They went completely to one side and then completely to the other. Maybe what they're trying to do is they're trying to figure out where the boundaries are. Now, they're trying to figure out, okay, this is not good and this is not good. So we don't go hard left and we don't go hard right. We could go a little left and a little right, but not hard and hard.
Yeah. I don't think removing characters is ever the right way, though. That should have never been the extreme that they went to. That was
and again, infinite loops and win on auto is also not a great choice.
So we'll have to play around and see how that goes.
What was the question again?
Something about going hard and hard.
Wars to have different maps and map skins instead of all this new stuff.
Oh, okay.
What do you think? Do you think they need to come out with a new map skin?
No, they need to kill Territory Battle, man. That's what they need to do.
Okay, I'm with you there. Get rid of Territory Battles. I'm fine with that. That's the stale content right there, Grande. Territory Wars is awesome. Really? Why is everybody trolling other people?
Why not? You're the troll. You should know.
Well, we troll each other and the people in the chat. So we had one person basically comment.
2019 troll right here.
They learned it by watching you, Finn.
Hey, Finity, you're the question asker. If you don't like a question, just skip it.
Don't ask it.
I'll ask it to you, Grande. Tangent Revolution question: can we get Thunderwack's thoughts on all of this? I really value his opinion. There you go, Grande.
Wow.
Look, he's a great. I'm going to tell you this. I watch his stuff. I think he's a great YouTuber. I really do. I just think he had a minor miss on one video.
That was it.
That's not what you said earlier, Grande. You said, no, I'm kidding.
I think he makes some great points.
We actually had Thunderwack as one of our videos of the week.
Yeah,
we have. 99.9% of the time, I think the guy's made over 1,000 videos. The fact that I don't disagree, that I just disagree with him on one particular video, and that I made a comment about it in his video, I think that's my prerogative. But I'd like the guy. Yeah. I think he's fun and he's entertaining.
There you go. Science.
Rampage. Question: do you think we'll get Darth Malik before Darth Revan?
No.
If Malik comes first, do you think we could see a Heroes Fall event or something like that?
No.
I would say yes. I still think Malik is coming first.
It makes sense, but...
Before Darth Revan?
Oh, yes.
And they would be both needed for the next part of Revan's journey.
Mm-hmm.
I think Malik is just going to be a standard legendary that's going to require the Dark Side Old Republic, and then you'll need Malik plus the Revan for the next part.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Darth Hideous question: is the stupid bot working? Who's actually winning this fun and playful territory war? Yes, it caught your question, Hideous. I don't even know. I haven't even checked. Let me see where I am in my territory war. We were losing, but nobody had really attacked. My Ewoks had 6 defenses. That's all I know.
I think we're winning right now.
I took over down, but
we're fighting a guild that I think is I think they're overseas mostly, which in my mind means potentially they could wake up in the morning and do a lot of damage. Oh, we apparently cleared a ship zone. That's awesome.
No, see, stuff happens when you're not paying attention, aren't they?
Well, I'm the TW caller. I should probably know these
Yeah,
things.
you might want to know these things.
I normally am too, but I told my guild that we're not really worrying about this. So yeah, everyone have fun. That was the goal.
Mm.
And people are sleeping, so they're having fun. Okay. Next question, Miss Farquhar. Question: what are y'all drinking tonight?
Water.
Water.
The sparkling ice water.
I'm
I
drinking
have
regular
water.
tap water, brother.
There you go. We're boring. I'm sure she was hoping for something more.
Not on a Wednesday.
Especially out of McVenom. I think she was expecting.
I mean, sometimes on Wednesday I'll have wine or a drink. but
Sure.
Today was just a rough day at work, so it's
That's
just
like
water.
your
I'm
incentive.
barely staying awake.
Okay. All right.
That's
Next
your
question.
cue to hurry up, Finn. She's fading.
I know she's fading. Grim question: can we give Star Wars Theory a shout out? Lucasfilm stepped up. Yeah,
we did that.
Takedown Games question: can I be a bigger deal than Grande tonight?
No.
I'm already done with Fallen Basla and Ordo 7-star, Karth and Juhani almost 6-star.
Who is this?
Xylo.
Takedown Games, Silo.
I mean,
You're
you're close,
still
but
a
nobody's
Jedi.
a bigger deal than Grande.
Sorry, Xylo, it just can't happen.
He's a big deal. Absolutely.
Not as big as you.
He can be a big
Or
deal.
he's
but he's not the biggest
Let's just be honest.
deal.
His apprentice is a bigger deal than he is, right, Ranger?
The apprentice is much stronger than stupid Grande Patron.
His little dude is so adorable.
He is.
He loves RSG.
Yes, he was not happy with Xylo interrupting him while he was
No.
watching. He loves Grande. He was listening. He was mesmerized by your voice, Grande. when
I
you
know
were-
it. He loved it. I thought that was. I have a voice a baby loves. What can I tell you? Just my thing.
All right. Next question, Nathaniel Morgan. Question: thoughts on Vader's capital ship text data?
We don't know until we see it.
I mean, they had some leak stuff. It was, yeah. Farquhar's calling us bored.
Oh, get over it, Farquaad.
You know I'm boring. I'm close.
We're
to
in training.
sleeping.
Shush.
Yeah. So, there is some like data mine stuff that you guys can find around there. It looks pretty neat, just overall. But until it's like final, I don't want to comment.
There's nothing to comment on. You know, I mean.
And well, the other thing too, keep in mind, this would not be the first time that we've seen a character.
Oh yeah.
As an NPC, that when that same or similar character was released for the players, their kit is like completely different.
Right.
So I would not necessarily worry too much about the wording of the abilities because things may change by the time that if and when it comes into player hands to do so. There you go. Blackbeard Premium question: what are the chances of getting Omegas from Cantina battles? I just did 16 battles and got 0 Omegas.
Oh, that sucks.
That's always
It's
been
not
bad, though.
it's not a high rate.
It's a horrible
No,
drop.
it's horrible drop rate. I don't even bother for those. I mean, get ship Omegas other ways when they just come. I mean, if you're trying to farm for ship Omegas, you're not going to get them. The drop rate on those nosers is garbage.
Next question from Rose Taco. Question: who is a better leader, Aura Singh or Embo?
Leader?
Probably Aura.
Yeah, I have to say Aura.
Yeah, I would say Aura too, particularly because of Phase 3. Trying to think, Embo or Aura?
I'm still going with Aura.
Yeah, I think I would go with Aura Singh. Grande, you're
Or a sing.
okay. There you go. And McVenom is falling
Yeah.
asleep.
Or a sing, for sure.
There you go. See, that woke her up. Her eyes got all big. Aura Singh.
She's a girl in Star Wars, like me.
I don't have either of those characters geared enough to play with them, so I wouldn't know.
Hey, Deadpool Kyle, what's up?
I'm staying on target.
Stay on target. That's right. You will stay on target.
All right.
I
next.
will.
This
what?
is the last question.
Or what? Do you really want me to answer that question?
Maybe. No,
That's what I thought.
it's not. Don't give me those ranger eyes. I don't want to.
Oh, it'll be way worse. Yes, please fart around for the next roster review tits and see what happens. Please. Please.
Millennium farting around.
Mhm.
What's that? What's the skill? I said,
All right, last question for the night. Nathaniel Morgan question. Since Jawas can do infinite loop on a stunned enemy until you time out, is it time to unnerf the Nutini team from back in the day?
Houdini!
Telling you.
I do kind of want to see Newt get a boost. That would be pretty nice. Just, yeah. I like Grande's idea.
Unnerf new gun ray.
Unnerf Newt Gunray.
What did you say?
They need to do one TW where they just undo every nerf we've ever had, including giving Poe back his 1 speed.
Oh.
So all the way back. All the way back to
The
the original.
unnerfed territory war. Oh, that would be fun. Just take off all the nerfs they've ever done and just go in there. Oh, that would be awesome. Hell yeah, I like that, Grande.
would that count with like Night Sister?
Yes, the whole thing. We're doing
take
it.
off every nerf that's ever been done in the game.
That would be disgusting fun.
See, I didn't get to play with the Newt Gunray and the
What did you say?
Look, there was also one. The very first. Okay, so Newt's original leader ability gave stealthed allies that critted like 100% turn meter, so it actually turned Lando into an infinite loop under Newt Gunray. Do you remember that? I mean, I gotta tell you, if you go all the way back to the beginning, there are some crazy loops, man, with like Newt Gunray and Lando. You just sat there and AoE. It was insane.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane, got no brain.
Yes.
All right.
Tits hiding her mouth doing that.
All right, that was it for questions.
Yay!
Really quick, going back to the bounty hunter thing, because I see you guys typing in the
Ooh, yes, Nathaniel Zaris is one of my favorites. Was she nerfed?
Really quick, just about the bounty hunter question. I think you guys can clarify too. I think we were all saying Aura Singh primarily because of her raid impact, more so than anything else.
I'm just not a big fan of Embo's lead, man. I just not.
I like Embo's lead.
I like it, but compared to all the other bounty hunter leads and for what they do in certain circumstances, I mean, especially against Aura Singh and for like raid and stuff, yeah.
I mean, that's exactly why I was saying Aura Singh, because outside, if you're using bounty hunters anywhere else, I like Bosk or Django.
Yeah, went much better than Embo. And I mean, not that it's bad, but
does work in phase 3 if you can get the
team
right. That's the reason why I was. But if you're looking for a comparison between Aura Singh and Embo for outside of bounty, like outside of raids, I still may go Aura, but I do like Embo.
All right.
I do like Embo for that, but there you
let us end the stream. Dun dun dun. First, we like to shout out our gold Patreons. These guys, we shout out all our Patreons, but these guys go above and beyond supporting our channel, and we want to make sure that they get special recognition to say thank you. We really appreciate all your support. So keep on trucking, and we'll keep on putting out stuff. And then wait, oh, I have to do it like this. Okay, transition again. Aha, transition. And now it's the end of the stream. Tits, you made me angry. It's your turn.
What? I'm so tired.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
I think you should make Loki do it.
Why?
all
Damn, threw Loki under the bus. Damn. Okay, Loki, Tits threw your ass under the bus. So with those tread marks on your backside, would you like to end the stream?
You made McVenom dance. Just a little exercise dance.
I have connection issues.
No. You're coming in loud and clear, buddy. Do it.
Look at that. Oh, look at that.
We can see you. We can see you doing that.
Somebody.
All right. Thank you all for watching. This was the RSG Wednesday night stream where we go through Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes news and notes for the past week. and try to give you guys our opinions on what you can do in order to prepare for the upcoming week. During the week, Monday through Friday on working days at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the RSG lunch hour where we go through a couple of roster reviews for Galaxy of Heroes. Normally it's one, but we have a huge queue, so we're trying to get through it for you guys. We do 2 roster reviews, and then we just answer some questions, have some fun. That's during all of your lunch hour. On Monday nights, we do D&D, where we will play Dungeons and Dragons from 5 p.m. until about 8 p.m. We will be having another session this week, so make sure you guys are there. And Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you guys have more questions about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, make sure that you join us for Jedi Academy, where we have a great group of YouTubers joining us, such as Warrior Presents, T-Money, and Good Old Maurice from Operation Metaverse, Jedi Master Adastra, and a whole bunch more of our friends that are joining us to answer your questions for 2 hours. So 10 a.m. Eastern Time, join us on Saturdays.
All right, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, check out our Patreon, all that good stuff.
Please donate to our Tiltify campaign for the American Cancer Society. The link is below.
There you
Go
go.
down into the description and go to our Tiltify page. Donate to make me wear a silver and white wig. Donate to get Grande to wear a shirt that says he's CG Carey's pool boy. You can donate in order to have a chance to get a Blue Yeti mic from Nukin. There's a bunch of stuff up there. Please make sure that you guys go and donate. All the money goes to the American Cancer Society. So again, please go there, donate. We're trying to hit our goal of 15,000, and we should be having another 12-hour stream next month.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for a date notification for that. And yeah, I think that covers everything.
All right. On behalf of the RSG crew and family, thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you mañana. Peace.